fia sasa na Hussein Adams dawa the tactical man Ocean Abekwame we anim say ye betimi awie ni nyina so far yetimi anya 5 major leagues no winners ni nyina omo agi EPL no sasa na Italian Serie A no Spanish La Liga sasa na German Bundesliga na afes other leagues no French League no ni nyina yetimi an clubs awodo a omatimi agi 5 major leagues no emo miensa na aka no ene na feda wochena ye anim say ye betimi yi games ni nyina etimi edefro na mitra EPL no Shannon so week number 38 no na atwe wie na yahwe omo enya kwanya na top 4 no na tempo Champions League qualification no omo sabetimi aka already yetimi anya Liverpool wono etimi agi league no e de sini na so Arsenal so omo qualify as the Champions League no mo kobobi ezi aka omo from third position eba be pie mo e wo 6 no ye we nim say enfo na ezi aka omo na Champions League no next season ometimi akobo ne nyina eye command pay ya betena se de bra eno Italian Serie A no 2 matches etimi ekoso Inter Milan eno omo ekwawe ekose 2 ana face Napoli City na fie 2 na 2 goals na yese Inter kwose wa we nyina no nyoma nkoya amfama omo gina so ma se mo lose league no 2 Napoli eno na nya sam keto e Napoli abonte so behwe nije pa Antonio Conte ne mrante na eno Manchester United former players mienu enanya 2 goals no edema Napoli menokase Italian Serie A no omagese omnaso abrante friend McTominay Sasso and Lukaku omo ene bo 2 goals no edema Napoli abra mo ne Cagliari edepem so ewofie ehun komopi obete Sasso na Spanish La Liga no Shannon say week number 38 games na no 1 game etime cause Robert Tete fie wone Valencia ebo 1-1 omo de omo wie menokase position omo da na ewa na ese omo da league no yedebe wie enya de obi abetema kwasa omo ho ana omo so nya de ese omo fra kwasa obi ho ana so ne de course a ye de onsam ye de bama ana fe so summer transfer no Shannon so sampo ye hwe nim say next month ana ebebie amanfo ajase ana press bi edin komo next month so aye FIFA Club World Cup abekoso awa USF abonte so na omo ma qualify so omo kono omo clubs na omo sema kene ayi se be ya omo kwa ometima kobo ne nyina ye koba na pay ya babona ye de bra shishe no anya asem kito ye wiama na nsem na Hussein Oshibesi nkonya na mu nkyeremu no etimi aba na ye wie nkyeremu ni wia na ya tiati fie afisam na Ghana Premier League no week number 32 games na no and start and phobia almost never say die until the boats are rotten omo Chakra Lions esom 3-1 meno kasak has akane 2 matches na season no aba na wie ye ede amam nyame ya domada wachena games na ka no ebetoja na no omo wie game no watara chese House of Folk enya dia first match no omo ebobi na enye bia na class be ni first matches no omo ebo hon command apay obeti e wo no so Access Bank Division 1 League Shannon week number 29 games no and so games e wo home zone 1 dey ye wie na mo zone 2 na phase zone 3 e why se nya sam kitokra ye hwe ni say e betimi anya 2 class am free zone 1 zone na phase zone 2 na phase zone 3 no na omabebremu our Ghana Premier League no zone 1 dey playoff no nyame ya adma Friday be ene betodwa our class sports dey no aye RTU amane tachema 11 wonders ene de ba kopem so na what say edema e clubs him so ana Ghana ban ana face sports ministry no e say Canada omo e the national team coaches ni nyina no omo yi ni nyina e de frosika kono ni sika no ezenua sports minister ana be Kofi Adams was say Ghana man pay ne e tell say omo emfa obi fifre eni so obi ba ko brand ho no aye adwuma de ma oman no na 4 years ye de omo kan na sifo no e ba sa na ope coaches a obre and the saka nyina no omo yi e de free ehonsam obeti katokrakwe e tell say Black Stars players no obia wo local account ana fe so sika bia omutwa de ma players no omutwa in cities enya de is omutwa dollars enti former sports minister Anabu Edwin Nilan Tevander asemo kan no wacha sa omoya dada ne nyina ye nkoma na pay ya betena se de bre ne perifa pres be nkomo e wo show ne so na osate de ba hyehyɛ no nya asem kitokra wo de ne se mpobo ma fidi na da ase na nkomo bia ka bia no ye no atimi edi enti wo by Facebook kwasisie e Akwaaba radio brekum on Facebook no e Akwaaba radio brekum ana Facebook Akwaaba FM on Facebook wo nyina kwa ana Facebook Akwaaba 98.com na nkomo bia ka bia no na yentimi enkodi eno ho nsam na doso na very from ya say Mike Ventures baby autonomy sikan no baby na store no wono ekwan na yese kopie mu awotwiase wono o ma say mahoma ne bi ate agu fam o nto mesere say very from mbetimi akọ na makoye mmoa na kebusa wo de se atiagu fam no mbetimi akoyi ni nyina fra se de bia obi ankotia so ema ne nkɔkye no ema ne si ema ne nkɔfa mu enhre ne nkwa enti biarefo haya na esemutie enti same wo ne let them say ana fe so other guys no ane kofi mu monko na monkonya mmoa na kwan na yese kopie mu ewo twia se wo no aha a yese link kopie mu ewo antake kwan se wo no mobasa kwan se wo no wo se why CB atiagu fam power wom enti monkoe na monkonya ommoa na omonkonyisa ahoma ne nyina emfiri efamom bona etenase ameno ne nsem yekofa ede abreo wawia se de maka no Hussein Adams the tactical man ocean o mesin konya na munchiremu no etimi aba it's the last market na ezebe ko intinya san kitokura manfo ni brabre no yekowie season no de ye manfo ni brabre no permutation manfo wo do ye no enya san kitokura yekofa man no nsem no de abreo the we are the aka e beto asa ha Akwaaba radio 98.1.
Enano pensa brasia so se yeramuna yedibu konko fama so hon sama yansa kano ani yediba somo awa Akwaaba sports preview so na yedi kian catch se uko Facebook a show no live ho Akwaaba radio prekum anase Akwaaba FM uko na wa like o like we anu drop comment no mi share no so on YouTube so no show no live ho ahon so Akwaaba radio uko TikTok Instagram X anase Twitter online my tuning radio any place to house no Akwaaba and adodro na 80 enano paya yede emu nsam no baba somo wonko farmer so na kofi yensamre no yenwramu Italy edenra ukwa Italian Scudetto Calcio aduma yenya champion se ho eno SSC Napoli na de ate ane se uramu Italia after sa 2 matches and to femino Cesc Fabregas no manager Emma Como Bobo kono as Inter Milan a strong team now so adwenwa wantiase say this season momentum yanche Italian Scudetto no na kofi de entia papa no sansem no ene se edenra the title 2 games decider no de tie ene se Como womo etena fie ama Inter ekobom ekamienu a womo Como team no womo entimi ante Stefan de Vrij atwatena on the 20th minute and a Joaquin Korea and so about second goal on the 51st minute now rawasem ene se Pepe Reina no about the last professional career game and so a game across between Como and Afro Inter Milan Bobo Kono Arahosem and it's a Pepe Reina ekodi red card in that particular game na asifim yepa the title decider match no across our Diego Armando Maradona Stadium and no ayana passaponten so SSC Napoli and we need a kamienu Akaglari Calcio team no wamo entime ante on the 42nd minute and a Scott McTominay and so enya goal Emma Bobo Kwano Chase Napoli team no and a Romelu Lukaku about the final goal, the second goal on the 51st minute Emma SSC Napoli.
End of the season, Lukaku too strong and quick for Jerry Mina. Still Lukaku. What a run this is from Romelu Lukaku! And surely that does it now. Once a star of a Scudetto winning side under Conte at Inter, but now he does it in Naples.
Eno idea ekoso aden ranti Lukaku and about the second goal na Kofi Uramu our Naples abontenswa womo manya kwan anko Diego Armando Maradona Stadium no womo nya score line set Lukaku about second goal no thousands of spectators etc the street of Naples celebration womo start here on the 51st minute Lukaku about the second goal no the Ekosu our Napoli abonten so anasa Naples Cromo after say Napoli Bobo Kono Aji Terence Kideto catches you 2024-2025 Kofi says after Monday 38 Wamuna Aji League now Wamu our 82 points plus 32 goals Inter Etosumi 81 points plus 44 and Napoli added just 1 point and Aji Scudetto na Atalanta Etosumi and Sam Wamu Enya 74 points Wamu game ebo Wamu 42 goals account Juventus etoso enai 67 points plus 22 goals Roma etoso enum 66 points plus 19 and Lazio etoso ensia wamunso 65 points plus 13 goals from the third position ebesi 6th position Kofi Diate anese ensesanye betimi aba third position there Atalanta again qualification data nemom from the 4th to the 6th ensesanye betimi aba for the Champions League Europa League and the Conference League sport and sesanye betimi abamu enti diate anisem urama sese dia yabodin sa Napoli team and a champions honom sese we omo 4th ever Serie A title wamu aje na diate adisa abrante from Victor Osimhen before the start of the season abrante every Napoli coach Galatasaray Bobo Kono and abrante from Kvaratskhelia in the middle of the season winter transfer of Napoli coach Johnny PLG na yesi upon all these players whom every Napoli munyina Antonio Conte atimi deliver a successful season at the Amagwamu Napoli Bobo Kono na the adisa last season whom finish 10th on the league log this season whom 10th about the first position whom say Antonio Conte and him ranting achieve fantastic season whom Antonio Conte abaso na Antonio Conte uramu awasiru anuma wa coaches 6 full seasons na saa 6 seasons wa win above 5 and at the went me no aye 1 season wa finish second uko Juventus 3 seasons awadi award of waje league title on these 3 seasons and 3 Serie A titles and waje Emma Juventus Bobo Kono uramu our Inter Milan so wa kwaye adwuma 2 seasons awo waje 1 season amwo and at the second season waye runners up after Napoli ni first season wa winning the first league title Dotwana Abo Antonio Conte abasuntianwa title celebration wamu ebo players ni di na chaso ma fi dressing room ho no mo aba stadium no so anase podium no so no ma be celebrate with their supporters na edu the technical team led by Sir Antonio Conte no wamu boni team Kofi na enye easy na commentator na say we serial winner e watch as Serie A anima enye easy cry
il nostro mister Antonio.
One of the great coaches of his generation, a serial winner. Conte has created something beautiful here. Saluted by Naples collectively. Loyal staff alongside him, said how much he trusted them ahead of tonight's game in light of the fact that he wouldn't be in his technical area serving a suspension.
This is Antonio Conte, winner. I was Serie A. Emma Napoli Bobo Kudomina and Nuanacha say Aniji Ane Kosu our Diego Armando Maradona Stadium and Naples Abontensono Yadinina Enso Emamu Enano Pay our Akwaaba 98.1 so says Wababe the first manager or the first coach to win Serie A titles with 3 different clubs and no actually Antonio Conte a campaign and as a champion I was Serie A when it come to managers wɔn ɛyɛ adwuma ɛwɔ hɔ na deɛ te anisa sɛsɛyi okɔ ne trophy cabinet mu a Serie A no wɔ 5 titles sans na Supercoppa Italiana wɔ 2 titles Premier League wɔ 1 title ɛna FA Cup no so no wɔ 1 title ɛwɔ hɔ na nigi sam anisa ɛnoa Napoli abrante a wɔfiri Manchester United Scott McTominay ɛna at the end of the game no yɛbɔ ne din sɛ Serie A 2024-2025 no yɛka the player of the season a ɛyɛ Scott McTominay na ne first season for Napoli wanya 12 goals as a midfielder asan abo 6 assists dodoɔ na ɛbɔ Scott McTominay aba so after Madrid abrante a wɔkɔ sign Emma Como team no Nico Pass ɛna ɛbɔ ne din so no ɛyɛ the best under 23 player ɛwɔ Serie A for the season 2024-2025 and the best defender Ekoma Alessandro Bastoni of Inter Milan Pobokono na Kofi Sese Napoli fano ama ya nyantia so mo prepare a title celebration ewo the city and the region of Naples wamo si wamo abajete 950,000 euros eno ayacha sesika wamo eba spende na for dia celebrate such as a title wamo ejine ete enu ano juade di any Monday wamo si ayacha sem parade wamo eba beko enu ay open top bus mienu ana mo edi celebrate our Naples appointing so na Kofi yaka no nyankopon nyadoma ene game sabakwa so Bologna wamo ani Genoa eba 4 p.m. AC Milan team no 6:45 wamo ani AC Monza eba po after ochina 3 top games sebeto fem Atalanta ene Parma after Lazio team no wamo nso ani Lecce eba po Torino ene AS Roma enso ebe hia na Venezia ene Juventus abo some games ni nyina across 6:45 na de atede se urabu ewo Inter Milan wamo Australia wamo coach your friend Simeone Inzaghi ubekaya last 2 weeks and I'm a catch up myself papa at the end of the season is either Sam obefi bobo kwefni Inter and joining Saudi Arabian club Al Hilal anasa obe renew contract ama Inter Milan bobo kono Kofi say papa no I can't just one title what fighting for this season no UEFA Champions League game ebekwa so and next week on the 31st of this month the anasa Al Hilal team no just upon se papa no train for South title ni nyina chino wamo de enyan give you up wamo prepare a good offer for Simeone Inzaghi wamo just annually wobenya 50 million euros na papa no ombema ne contract until June 2027 enti a 2 years contract hena mo ati ema no so no sign sa contract na and within 2 years no obenya 100 million euros and no pay dia mete and se uramu ewo Inter Milan wamo aswaya hyiye pa because nanu ebetoja se Simeone Inzaghi ne yiri ane na busunya wamo akwa piem our Saudi Arabia wamo so bukwa kwadi holidays nanso wiemu achasa wamo akwa pe location wamo nso ebe besi or Riyadh appointments wa ene anopai yade ni nyina emamo na wamo Al Hilal poboko no Kofi die etomu anesa aside Antonio Conte ni nua efe ni Simeone Inzaghi wamo pen no se so mo dia tumu so mo anya 2 top players Abrante Fini Victor Osimhen and Bruno Fernandes wamo pen to ma chance and Rentia mienu edin kama one person did these 2 guys ewramu our FIFA Club World Cup num na Al Hilal offer wamo dia akwa to Victor Osimhen table so no 45 million euros afibia per season piano and no ayesika tema no wamo amane 3 years contract na Al Hilal team no akache Napoli for some wamo ebetua 75 million euros and no aye release clause no na fe urama empenfo achasem ada bonuses ebeko ade abo wo Napoli team no any player Victor Osimhen offer me dia kwakuma Bruno Fernandes no Kofi omo de 3 days atoso 72 hours and omo dia ma Bruno Fernandes say one responded to their offer omo say omo ebema na 100 omo ebema na 200 million pounds o de 3 years contract no omo de mana omo so ebema na 200 million pounds omo say na wotwe bia no Bruno Fernandes ebenya chase 700,000 pounds and all the bonuses can be bia ho afibia no 65 million pounds Kofi dia mete anese Manchester United team no ebenya 100 million pounds as signing on fee and anopai yadini nyina enso amamu awa fidikesi sunte Al Hilal for apeso munya Simeone Inzaghi as their manager afe Victor Osimhen as their striker na afe Abrante Fini Bruno Fernandes ababe jina Victor Osimhen achiwo anasa mfimfino na afe wetimi apoa maniama akosue ati amo wamo Al Hilal Bobo kono yemfo niemko Spain ete enwa Serie A diate ani se nya champions a odom no uko Spain dia yenya champions dada nanso diate ani sem in the UEFA Europa Conference League no final match abakos this Wednesday Real Betis and Chelsea into a dead no uko Spain Real Betis from last game was Spanish La Liga no no wamu hwe ekle everyone wamu Valencia ebo 1-1 draw Anthony ono former player ama Manchester United wo bolon ama Real Betis no wano and board the goal and also APM ama Real Betis on the 40th minute 75th minute and Rafa Me and so abete kano ama game no ekwakwaya 1-1 ewo na after the game and wo ebisa Anthony say di asem and obeka fa the future ho and was ukọ Betis team no we are very very happy ewo no was se bibia nhano supporters ne epanasem technical team ne epanasem board of directors ne epanasem and nani je enso our Betis team num ento ane de wontimi and decide no now so do betimi aka and he said these fans are incredible and no ayensama Anthony wadi etutwa yankai ne yensha no so say aka games ebekọ so ene anu adach na yifri one ma na ne Spanish La Liga no ya wie na so yanya champions after enu game no Real Betis are qualify for Europa League womu enya 60 points womu a place womu solve e was 6th position womu abo all the 38 games but Barca for no womu game ebo ochina Madrid for so match ebo ene mame fama tie for sem Barca for about 37 matches womu ya champions womu 85 points plus 60 Real Madrid etosum yenu womu so 81 points plus 38 goals Atletico Madrid for etosum yansa 73 points plus 34 Bilbao team no etoso enai womu so 70 plus 28 and Villarreal etoso enuma womu 67 points and Barcelona Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid womu nyina qualify for Champions League Bilbao and Villarreal munyina womu qualify for Champions League Real Betis team no and so qualify for Europa League na kofi dia tede se nyankopanya adoma and 50 minutes past 2 no Real Madrid team no womu and Real Sociedad Akwaaba El Estadio Santiago Bernabeu where the last match for Don Carlo Ancelotti they made any sobabo 4-2-3-1 formation what the Abrantia for Andrew Lunin ebe kipuko post no Lucas Vasquez ebebo Jacobo Roman and so ebe jinamu Jesus Vallejo ebe Bobby Francisco Garcia Federico Valverde Olaren Chomene Luka Modric Ada Goulet Ruby Abrantia for Diaz starting game no and Kylian Mbappe and so ebe Bobby where the last match Emma Luka Modric was Santiago Bernabeu Diamete Anessa Enra Vinicius Junior and Ita Militao Ebal Valdebabas Ebabe training ahead of this particular game na training muno Kofi and Pinformayati Asiase where the last training session for Don Carlo Ancelotti because Carlo Ancelotti and Madrid team no a confirm se papano at the end of any game no what they are summon barrier into a confirmation so I mean you say yes Don Carlo Ancelotti who any pre-match interview na bibia chen some okay no and so say yes at the end of any game no what they are summon barrier.
Real Madrid have officially confirmed Carlo Ancelotti is leaving. It's well known he is leaving the club to become Brazil head coach, but it is the first time that Real Madrid have officially confirmed the news from their end. He is the most successful coach in their history, a total of 15 titles during his 6 seasons, including 3 European Cups, 2 La Liga titles. Real Madrid
Kofi Don Carlo Ancelotti no and they were born a last game as Madrid manager Estadio Santiago Bernabeu na Kofi Odin kama and was say one in Luka Modric say goodbye to the supporters our Bernabeu and they know a special day and emotional day Emma Wamo ono Don Carlo Ancelotti and Luka Modric no see offer Real Madrid and ya just were joining another club name or joining a 5-time World Cup champions. I am not leaving Real Madrid to join another club. I am joining 5-time World Cup champions. or say at Real Madrid you have to deliver success. No say the entire and was Madrid who deliver success and say Madrid for Madrid wamu BBS smoothly wamu eto quality players and at the Atenesa club and also supporters and pushy the team great president Florentino Press and to be easily as a manager. It is Real Madrid. Everything run smoothly here. The quality of players, the club great president, everything here makes it easily for you as a manager. And no, I am Sama Don Carlo Ancelotti. What the etutra was said, this is the club of my life. Not just a Nivia Swaba club. Wamudana Koma so club. Was support to Aquacosin Wudano, Real Madrid Bobokono, or said the bond that one Real Madrid, I want to ebe last forever. And we know was what we should Zabi Alonso, the incoming manager, or Babe succeedino, or Real Madrid no was what everything I was a manager binya na for dinya success or Real Madrid Bobo Kunam na Don Carlo Ancelotti every Madrid as the most decorated manager with 15 titles. Papaniti Enzo Anem Munoz and winning 14 titles and at the Atia and Sazini Denzidan and so I winning 11 titles. Na the Atia this Urama Champions League no wa Jamie Ansan FIFA Club World Cup or Intercontinental Cup no wa Jamie Ansan UEFA Super Cup no so wa Jamie Ansan and Urama Copa de Rey so no wa Jamie La Liga wa Jamie Super Copa de España wa Jamie the only manager to win in all the top 5 league centers no Don Carlo Ancelotti players there watiti bebrena ama bebrena successful enti dodo na adwom message abre prepare for Don Carlo Ancelotti farewell message the lines of Cristiano Ronaldo, Gary Van Bell, Karim Mustafa Benzema, Jude Bellingham, Abrante Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo Ucelo, Samson Kylian Mbappe, James Rodriguez, James Rodriguez the lines of Luka Modric, Daniel Carvajal, Marco Asensio, Brahim Diaz, Idam Letao, Toni Kroos, and Ike Casillas. Now Ike Casillas the same. Thanks for everything, Carlo and Toni Kroos. And so, I just said my first coach in Madrid, the last coach in my career, couldn't have asked for a better one. Gracias, Mister. And no, I am Sama, Abrantani D, and Toni Kroos. One also echo post to edit to Instagram. So now, Don Carlo Ancelotti saying, I can't wait to prepare for Brazil for the World Cup in USA. Nenentino, Bibia Chasa, one and aircraft, I'm at the Brazilian national team. Now, the meeting is a Yankopanya Duma, and that's what they did. Uramu, our Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, the NSM presentation, Abacoso, our no mo yesa presentation no diabete ene se nyankopanya adom ochena Madrid team no apala so be announcement of Xabi Alonso na Monday na ye presented Don Carlo Ancelotti to the Brazilian national team no near presente papa fini Xabi Alonso to Real Madrid bobo kono diamete krapone so above Valdebabasa already was start adwuma e honum enti wa ye adwuma with the technical team wo mo enso ahwe Valdebabas and afenso no wo mo enso ahwe Madrid youth team no na Julio Batista and ababeto dwa say wo join Madrid youth teams no na fe wonu amu aye adwuma eno kakra eba ene anopai ye de ema mu ewa Akwaaba 98.1 so ye gusu ade nsam ne ema mu no Madrid team no decide some by the announcement of Lucas Vazquez fell one no after the FIFA Club World Cup into announce FIFA Club World Cup na ba na announcement no wo mu aye Inter Miami a show interest ewa branch of Luka Modric mu na Luka Modric aye kana asem no eno so ko Croatia the best Croatian player of the season for the 13th time 9 in a row Luka Modric aje asine 9 so yan chano so senya nkopanya aduma ode chene uramu our Spanish La Liga ma general wo mu ane Atletico Madrid about 12 p.m. Villarreal 2:15 wo mu ane Sevilla ebeshia bebo team no wo mu so 7 p.m. wo mu ane Barcelona ebabo na say hwan na agi goalkin hwan ane agi pichichi no bibia ya classic Abrante ni Kylian Mbappe and ebeji for Madrid no wa about 29 goals and Robert Lewandowski and so ashe 25 goals hodma ya dini nyina emamo na de atiene se Robert Lewandowski club Barcelona wa about 25 goals amu abono one of the young and talented players ni bi Lamine Yamal one also contract extension and Makatro so on the 18th of July and for abeya announcement was signing contract until June 2030 and abeto just say abrante no wobenya 9 million euros a year na fe egusu a aircost no wo mo increase no amana akodru 18 million euros a year entini final year no aye the 2030 no abrante no ebeji 18 million euros agurubotom Barca for na assign dia tumu so mu anya Liverpool Luis Diaz the Colombian winger wo mo epento mu gunkomodie so a beye 1 month nie yaka sansem na achamo ene UEFA Champions League emana feminine final game no ebeto fam ewo Estadio Jose Alvarade ewo Portugal bonten so Arsenal wo mu ani Barcelona mano and ebo 4 p.m. na Arsenal team no entimi enkipu clean sheet in their last 6 matches and a Barca emano so no in their last 10 matches no wo mu elusu binti na game ne de ano abeden yanko English Premier League in the Premier League no they are telling say ene achi ochina Fulham 3 p.m. wo mu ani Manchester City ebebo na de ababetomu ani se urama Liverpool pobokono ani from vet edin komo ama Branton edi green light na amwo Liverpool from vet at confirm ama ne entourage no ani Leverkusen and first no Bayern Munich board of directors say what prefers to be joining Liverpool than say we best stay with Leverkusen and answer about joining FC Bayern Munich say I have 5 years contract and omo agree diamete NSM about 2030 afibia a branch from vet ebenya 12 million euros as salary diamete NSM Liverpool team no akasa ombe convince Leverkusen for at 150 million euros a release clause a shane contract num na yes Liverpool for no are planning to pay 100 million euros out the coupons ma udiatia NSM ekwani mu yie pa enti Liverpool bobo kono wamu ane from vet adin komo adrechiri ya diamete NSM by the close of this month there na abrante from forsem mo person mu players and 9 coin players and 9 no Abrante Papa, Yanyina nim Liverpool for no Womaji League ne dada 83 points plus 45 goals. Arsenal etosum 71 points plus 34 goals. Man City etosum 68 points plus 26 goals. Afe Newcastle etosu and 66 points plus 22 goals. Bobo Kwefene Chelsea etosu enum 66 points plus 20. Aston Villa etosu ensia 66 points plus 9 goals. And at Nottingham Forest etosu enso 65 points plus 13 goals. Na so much way any positions are Wamu Chelsea and Nottingham Forest dano and a papa fan Gary Neville echo can no say only the only says so much no a be a drawn game na a drawn game the lines of Aston Villa, City and Newcastle ever qualify ahead of Chelsea and Nottingham Forest for the Champions League football and unti ama Nottingham Forest team no Kofi wamu de ban ato Gary Neville so says Sky Sports from contingent and also mu crew no ramu ewo Chelsea venue onuma momo emfa Gary Neville mabi woma decide say this particular game no won't stay aside. Sky Sports for say unprecedented and afense no unwelcome issue and womo sa etimi akaba to muni bibia ye simple no womo enso about drop Gary Neville Kofi Chelsea team no ayo madwen asat enu ase ebe renew abranche from Moses Caicedo contract no mama no long term deal to said the ma Kopama afi womu Chelsea for no adin come up with Brighton of Albion after 3 year pa from striker abranche from João Pedro wonu every Brazil no dia mate NSA sika say Brighton for 80 month 60 million euros yanya ntia say Enzo Fernandez akwa Madrid abonten so no call Madrid no Kofi according to El Mundo Deportivo, wama report omodeba and say Abrantino pedan anasu wo pe fie enso our Madrid komo obi bisasa adan Abrantino Madrid for offer no and acha say a convince na wakwa join no omo ana Enzo Maresca manager ahead of game ebekwa so china between omo Chelsea and Nottingham Forest no papa ne edin koma and mbisa ne san 7 say Abrantino Enzo Fernandez wakwa anaso wotena and wosu Abrantino there we a great player we important emo into wotena e Chelsea.
Enzo is a main player for us. He's one of the captain, he's one of the leader. This season has been very, very good. He can be even better next season, starting from the first day. So nothing to say about speculation. He's focused on us and this is the most important thing.
He's staying, right?
Yes.
Ano aye manager Emma Chelsea Pobokono Enzo Maresca and what this San 7 at 2 Tottenham Spurs 3 p.m. Wamu any Brighton over Albion Ochana Wamu ever bought na Kofi and Ra the tier any set Tottenham Spurs team no Wamu so celebrate Europa League title Wamu edge free Manchester United in some Nanu Wednesday into 1,000 of fans Eramu our London upon Tenswa Fireflies na face no crackers Wamu Eddie celebrate na Tottenham for Eddie 2 open top passes and Erama Wamu Eddie celebrate the Europa League you know na Tottenham Spurs players no Kofi Diamete and say players no Wamu area mu say upon so much Europa League ni nyina chi no Tottenham playing for and so ebe sake Ange Postecoglou yase papa ne say no adwuma entimi convince players no na enunti amase say Tottenham team no afa plan say koba ne say wamu sake Ange Postecoglou Anye Thomas Frank Brentford former manager no and I say so much as omuno 18 komo sempo no one be ye adwuma omuno nya replacement Emma Ange Postecoglou and no de tenesa Thomas Tuchel in the moon English national team squad for the upcoming World Cup qualification games however at Andorra na face no friendly match one is Senegal for Ebebono one name squad na squad no goalkeepers ni ayabiansa Dean Henderson Jordan Pickford and James Trafford goalkeepers wafra wamo defenders no for Trent Alexander-Arnold wafa Dan Ben Trevor Chalobah Levi Koual, Rhys James, Azri Konza, Miles Lewis Kelly, and Kyle Walker. And a midfielders no, wafa Jude Bellingham, Ebrechi Ezie, Conor Gallagher, Morgan Gibbs White, and wafa Jordan Anderson, Curtis Jones, Cole Palmer, Declan Rice, and Morgan Rogers, attackers Anthony Gordon, Harry Kane, Noni Madueke, Bukayo Saka, Ivan Toney, and I first no Ole Watkins. Na Ivan Toney because of 29 goals was share in 43 games this season. Emma Al Ali team no our Saudi Arabian team and a papaya fan Thomas Tuchel eton sa efano and central for ebisane say enti Dominic Solanke ewo ho and wakwa frɛ abrante efano Ivan Toney was say abrante efano Ivan Toney no we decided sanko beko Saudi Arabia no akwa abrante no but 20 mianko enti wo ne modi ma wopo ene reporter ne nsa Canada na wo be nya so beton sa afra abrante efano Toney na afre waba be ye adwuma under him no ahwa abrante no ni potentials and ni qualities na Dominic Solanke so no waba no modin wo boye Emma Tottenham for echi Europa League no na abrante no one na ye adwuma pen wa hu ni pen and over England ho wa hwa ne several times this season ntina wo be nya sa wo mo nya kwan anhwe wo no obeton sa afra wo mo na afre wo ma ba be ye adwuma under him no wanya kwan ahwe wo mo na mre pam no Dominic Solanke so no ebenya call up.
You've surprised a few of us again with your selections and interested us an awful lot.
Did I?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you first about Ivan Toney, who for us is probably the biggest headline inclusion, and Dominic Solanke not being in the squad.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, Ivan deserves to be with us, I think, and I'm convinced because he scored over 20 goals for Al Ahly this season. He won a major title with the Asian Champions League, had big involvement in the team, in goals and assists, and huge contribution. I told you last time, I think that I will try to put a visit in my schedule and visit him in Saudi, which I didn't make, so I thought, why not to bring him over and let him travel to us. It's a good occasion now to also test new players, see new players, meet Ivan in person, see him in the environment. It's we decided to nominate 3 number 9s, 3 strikers with Harry and with Ollie Watkins. And I had a call with Dom Solanke, of course, who deserved to be with us, who won a major title, a major trophy now with Tottenham, and he was a big player for them. But he was in camp already. I have a clear picture what Dom can bring to this group and what he did, and now is still the moment to see new players, get a feeling for them and see them within the group. And because Ollie and Ivan were both not with us, that's basically the decision.
I know Thomas Tuchel manager Emma the English national team Momu Bisane said Ben White and swear and was say Ben White a progressive year pa one ya Branton Edding come now so a Branton our decided moment mua na was so ma Branton and Kazanksa e decide the entire what kind of sa and say anche na Branton one in a year one eba be expect one first baby enti ehumbe nyanse Branton ebe ben yere dance obe journey the English national team to mo wishing the best of luck o jide say in the next call up no Branton for Ben White Arsenal defender no ebe nya call up to the English national team and umbisa ne say Jordan Henderson swear and was say Jordan Henderson deserve to be in the squad where a natural leader and a Branton or any qualities are was through yepa.
We have a training exercise in different groups, and then the group where Jordan is, you can just turn your back. You don't need to watch. He will take care of all the standards in this group. May it be a possession game, may it be a passing exercise, may it be the warm up. You don't need to take care of this group because he takes care of this group. Jordan takes care of standards. Jordan sets the standards. He is vocal. He's a natural leader. And the others follow. So he has this kind of ability, and that's why he's with us, because he's doing this in a very impressive way. He's still playing on a decent level, and that's why there was not a thought to drop him.
I know I Thomas Tuchel and I attend can say Jonathan Tatu Bayern Munich no akaka krabi brand for any Branton agree terms Jamete NSA womu apeso modeno eko FIFA Club World Cup binti enche confirmation ebaba na Bayern forces so your club na ope Kingsley Coman 30 million euros ebetimi a convince womo Premier League teams ni be the Lions of Liverpool and afenso no Arsenal munyina any Bayern for 18 come uko Saudi Arabia so a gwanya offer from there UEFA Champions League and then now watch 7 p.m. and as I came in a from our Allianz Stadium Bayern Munich home ground so PAG wamu any Inter for an airborne Gerard Piqué a former defender Emma Barcelona Bobo Kono Nombisani say Inter or PAG and was say the best team no and we are doing so very both teams deserve say womu ariche fine anti yankai na Saturday en rutima obe perform better obe perform best chance performance no and we are doing say kunumdie betimi akọ amano Lothar Matthäus a legendary player Emma German national team and Bayern Munich Bobo Kono ne club Bayern home grounds na e host to this feature womu bisa na enra and was Inter for and we are doing so Champions League no also we the most consistent team and this competition mo enti omu deserve to win the Champions League. Kovi yam fancy na fe any abega for entwaso info no.
Yo, yedase. Why? Yedase power idea. Wado pa what can you see what the captain and King Kong and I feel so the Langard over there
captain samana ne capito sesi ya nso egugu gui mfuya ne ba enti se wo padu papa de bekum mfuya na eye King Kong ene Langard na opese odua aduaba bi nso ana se ebia odua
Kwame Adama the messenger ono so edi aba no nti oso betimi de odi na ba na ne nyina na etimi eyiye de fro kama etimi da mam on Facebook your friend 7 you on the message odi aba no and on Facebook Bengazi HS you are doing a fantastic job Nana Kofita go you yeah that's why yeah Gavin that was a good morning boss I'm watching you live inside Kitekrati in Oti region. More fire. Yeah, that's Asante Richmond. The messenger also Eddie Abandon. We say good morning.
Good morning, Kofi Tago.
Bibi Aboko.
Kofi Bibi Aboko pa.
Okay, yeah.
Say also ujina na so.
Nyango pardon.
Good. And it's Saturday.
Last market. So,
hey, last market to. So now for me.
Enough.
But to be in the day. You be kwa dan ho ye ba ye de beba. Bibi etime come on. Na say nketwa.
Okay. Yo, ese no Inter Milan won to me you.
Yes. Omuna na me tie omo achi. Na Kofi ene enrem straight.
Okay, yonko.
Who say this season? Dodo na e ka say we teams na NGG trophy da. Ah o master TGG trophies. Ebinum agi bi ache. Ah o master TGG no a. I say this year na nkasa football training own story.
Okay.
It's been very popular. A lot of people are saying it. And if that is so, then Napoli's story is very unique and is a very beautiful story. Particularly how Emra Omutimi climax say with the league title. You see, the Serie A wanted to crown its champion Enra. That is why they decided say 1 point gap crown. Say Napoli ni Inter nyina bo Enra Friday. And then Kofi Enra so just similar to the previous weekend. Drama and the same thing. And I started from Napoli. And I'm back to Inter. Now Inter scored the first goal. 1 point in none of them. So at the time, Inter babeda top. After 20 minutes into proceed Stefan de Vrij. Now Inter babeda top no Kofi. And I'm so saying Inter better top there. Then Napoli Stadium won a better because Napoli and share Inter Gili. So Napoli will have to win. So I was expecting goals, no baby. I can so I switch to Napoli game, you know. And then Kofi, you see, Abranti and the dear Scott McTominay. Ne have volley, no. And the coin of fast, so a dive, yeah, bought your friend a bicycle, maybe a share goal no, was just exceptional. Again. 2 goals no mo share ni na Lukaku goal no outstanding solo effort be on far ball dribble player any ball ni movie and then only goalkeeper call for placement quality finish and 2 the 2 players na Kofi omo share this very goals no a kind of story of Napoli this season. Yes, with no disrespect to all the other players more Napoli, in fact omo even omo stay in Napoli after winning the other one last 2 seasons. Alex Meret, goalkeeper, no? Enei, Abrante and Diere Rahmani, Bakone de saying Leo Espinazola. All the other players are Kofi, Omo, Billy Gilmore, Onoso Babeka, Franco Anguissa. All these players, Di Lorenzo. Way Munina players are Matthews Oliveira. Omo, they've done well. Credit to them. Oma Bomodene. The entire Napoli squad has been very, very good throughout the entire season. But see, almost season, no. Was driven by these 2 guys. Former Manchester United playmates. Yes. And then Kofi Omuaba back. You see, Lukaku the Amuwa football back upemano. Once he wants to stay in the top 5 leagues in Europe, no. Serie A Chelsea in home. And he uncommitted to the Serie A. No throw ni own history, ni own records in the Italian Serie A. Okay. Because all the time, no about Premier League anymore, but about Serie A anymore, he's been outstanding and sensational. Look, Scott McTominay, 28 years old Scottish international. Was 13 goals, 7 assists, 20 goals involvement. Kofi, minim sampa. A lot of people can after that time I'm upon game no kuto ya na osuno. Say he's crying, he's weeping because when believing that say season be betimi aye say Eddie Amano because he's one player, he's not been that much respected. In fact, hugely underrated. Even from Manchester United days. Season Nana Obefi United, he was one of their best players. Not because Napoli actually league in America, but because Obia no him at that time. And I'm proud because at the time I highlighted that. Everybody I know follow football nim said they a mistake for Manchester United to let this guy leave. And it was going to be very positive for Napoli. Now Obaya hit the ground running. And he throughout the entire season, he's had an amazing and a spectacular season. While winning Serie A MVP, the whole Serie A best player of the season, he will never be forgotten in the history books in Italy. And he clearly said Osua Odisu because Kofi, Among Fofi said Onyadie, but he's been good, outstanding. Look, these 2 players, Napoli system the way they operate. Omobono and Amorim Muntie. Antonio Conte, beba so 3 back over this season or the 4 back at G League. And they do baby all players now 1-1. And then I say Mauye flexible with a style 4-3-3 Antonio Conte the G League and yet 3-4-3 bia. Now, look, Napoli system no. I'm operating wide angles. So I'm pretty wide now. Now Abrante and Daddy Lukaku ejirem as a force in the box. No am cross, no am swingi in number no I can't atum. I'm a system no. Now so I'm attack bebre a. Number no kwa wide na delay a. E ho na timely runs na Scott McTominay eye from deep midfield no. Ono so abegina box nim. Now because they be on free deep neba no. Te sell Jude Bellingham first runner first 9 o free deep ban. Oba mu hu no. Enti ball no be di no ho no abo ahye. Enra deep run oba ya na bicycle half volley. So that has been the system. And what media G League. You see, and you be na yenka to win the league from Inter Milan is not easy. Your Inter has shown to be strong. Yeah. But Napoli kept on. It be Inter be that top. Still, Napoli about G League. And interestingly, after 38 matches, 1 point no mo di G League 1 point and it should tell you sampa Napoli for no kofi oma konkode na enya asem ketwa you see make Antonio Conte mete ho massive respect to him but na chirem wakochi 6 seasons in the Italian Serie A but akope na one team anje and ko di second now 5 league titles. Oh, it's Tyrian 5 Scudetti. Only Juve waje 3 all the 3 seasons. Waba Inter Milan no waje 1 in 2 seasons. No, this second back. Wabefa Napoli in his first season waje or the 3 different teams. Kofi and I did the Italian Serie A. Now by England, Obefa Chelsea waje league. And the amount focus was a league expert. Omudi because it's shown say ban the Liga onimje. And no and wababe wahara and here wanye ne keke papa we befa Napoli no said the bonachire mu na no already he knew the Osimhen situation and the Orban no so wabade ope Lukaku because only Lukaku aye adwuma and you see there are certain bromance e be Lewandowski Hansi Flick the last time I explained said Dortmund said they're fine I was expecting similar to now Barcelona afa okay now this same coach with Lukaku Inter Milan Kofi in 95 matches Lukaku and Antonio Conte scored 64 goals. Yeah, no Lukaku Chelsea they signed over 100 million euros, 97 million pounds. And at Chelsea they better no. And no coach Chelsea I watch 8 goals at Chelsea for the year before. I'm saying a career. You get it? And to only coach when Ankasa or minimum. So it tells you how Kofi Urbano Edru baby Osimhen said then Opeso stay cry. The coach was not ready to let him stay. Yeah. And Osimhen was forced to go to Galatasaray. Now, in the middle of the season, the most valuable player the previous season on G League, Kivicha Kvaratskhelia, left for a Paris Saint-Germain. And he's lost 2 main players and he's replaced them 2 main players on also the BJ in Scott McTominay and Romelu Lukaku. And for Antonio Conte, because you no obey anyhow our bomb modern monster tells everybody Sampa he deserves credit. He deserves his accolade. He deserves everything. The 55-year-old. And then so because we're a league expert, indeed he's a league expert. Now, Kofi, there is no better feeling than Sa Obeji League in this manner. 1 point against Interbo Nedia. Now also Obo. Interbo Nedia was quite emotional because they ended up being disappointed. And then the Omanya careful, Kofi. Ombebo Champions League, Omanya Omeko trophies. Because Coppa Italia Omufrim. Mewa. Yenyina wa Super Cup AC Milan kwaje League anyeye omo Champions League final last hope to man fa ni bran kogu no so dia ayeka you get it into I think so focus no concentration no should be in the Champions League final now that game no Pepe Reina won the last game after 11 different teams 25 years professional career 42 years of age oh yeah red card go fi red card Pepe Reina was starting with Barcelona Villarreal 2002, Liverpool 2005, Oba Napoli loan, Bayern Munich, Oba back to Napoli in the team, AC Milan, Oba loan or Aston Villa, Lazio, Villarreal, the last team Como. The last game season we were retired 42 minutes red card. Ndikofi omopon in term so the Inter game was quite dramatic and emotional and the Napoli story may say there is no better feeling. So we win it at the end of fear because stadium they were ready. We tifos no more no. Where you are winning where none of this none of bet me on the spot in the heat of the moment, and it's a special feeling when we at the end is here. Now we do ukruwa na mo ye bibia. Look, time on point. No. In fact, and DJ all the from the videos I have outside the stadium, dressing room, Chrome fans, even omu Milan Chrome omu Napoli for Echo Diomo ho anajono baby a Lombardi a cathedral anim ho no. Echo jubilate. In fact, Napoli for no te say trailer na ye de call keep fit mi bi no. Omo design ba ko no omo de Diego Maradona before nyini nko design omo yes. Omo ntimi celebrate enja Maradona. Even though in the stadium, Diego Maradona Stadium, but they believe say in celebrations, and so I part because he's been there great. Before him, no magic two oh ye now after my baby two account. And the children say, Papa no like more respect no. They say this is the current standards. Juve 38. Juve Nino positive when we are social distancing. Amaji League ni 38. AC Milan 19 into distance go Inter 19 Genoa 9 Bologna 7. Edidi so sa Napoli aye come once Kofi omo abeje 4. So gradually they are coming and Napoli are gradually becoming a force. Because in the last 3 years waji Serie A ni 2 omo so a new era. And this Antonio Conte say what saying 200 million euros not their core market. And it's only 200 million euros not the core market. And look, ADL Aurelio De Laurentiis we the onye smart. No nya sharp no ma papa niska enra fans de waje mimi chiri nipa edura ni gi a wa mo no homo da na wan edura no abeje edu time ye hia sky ye bibio mpese obeyi because look omo ye podium na omo ba no he was the first person club president no owoke ba ya obia bo ne nsam de ma no in front of the stadium nti se opese etoaso na ye ofe said the no osre chiachi na eso yiska and at the time na oba no kofi moment back where farm emotionally. You see, imagine say wabo ball away. I saw Lukaku and other players. Na mwako inside dressing room. Aside say mo jemwe no. You say mo nya ready. Na mo ba park no so na mo ba beje trophy no na ma jubilate ni bibia. Of course, omo beje player awards no. Obi a jene dey even young player Nico Pa jene dey o komo game no. Best goalkeeper Roma goalkeeper na jene de dada Mature Tegi jene de best striker Tijani Renders best midfielder MVP ni edika aka McTominay best Bastoni best defender omajeju oma horse na we no mo ba inside at the time we say some of the players you could see say omunam for 4 more congratulations omo funti in the midst of celebrations no omo jina no omo miemi omo phone no so kakra telling you some pakofi omo no omo family no omo close circles no nkofo appreciate the challenge hu adwuma omo born this and I felt that moment. I think look season ni nyina no comes down to this until the Napoli aye de Kofi we need to congratulate them on my idea and Italy won nyoma be bra shed AC Milan won the Super Cup Bologna won the Coppa Italia and then Napoli has won the league until Inter fan ani bre nkoso Champions League no so e wo honom now Kofi uko Spain e ho de Barcelona je ni league awie until Barcelona season in podium almost abawie but Real Madrid was last game but yes Barcelona was last game but Madrid the last game no quite more of a fairway game Barcelona everybody game no away of course and said anya yibia no Madrid will be playing at the Bernabeu and it is not just a game keke it is a game where Mudi could say goodbye to 2 great Madrid legends Carlo Ancelotti being the most successful Real Madrid coach of all time and then arguably the greatest Madrid midfielder of all time in Abrante and Luka Modric. These are 2 great players who share great history of Real Madrid. Now only yet the announcement of Ancelotti say gracias Carlo Ancelotti no omo danase nya de so obeto asubiem enye no nko Abrante and Luka Modric gracias ono so on to us on kwa de ba nra. Now even the last time I explained say nya Ancelotti nko na beko ne ba no so beko enti David Ancelotti ono so or the thank you aba what true statement emotionally how Real Madrid are changing a career Abuano to be a better person history that you will never forget from the dressing room inside out Madrid success story a wire part any the way be shaping the future Ancelotti in a thank you message and they are no engine so bet me and this opportunity again near there and it's been more of an emotional something. And yes, Madrid season now quite as expected. A lot of changes ever, but it has to do with the fairways. Of course, meaning said a lot of banners, tifos, any stadium or a lot to say thank you to Papa and the Carlo Ancelotti because Maka Sampane and Omubejana Quine. And he's going to be this is going to be the last time a Yehuno being a Real Madrid coach. In fact, and no time I offer a press conference and Arsenal, and one of the regulars or more. Uzo bi wo ha or habitual press conference bia o ase tanko fo no unze press conference na sa uta akwa ko un last amoja penalty na there be ball now the captain number no aye ni picture to so no me ko na mo press na se ndem wona so go buza no na mo and me no do no ma be habitual so uta akwa press conference ayo nkofo bi a udu so mo ya habitual de bi o mo te ho into ono nso ni na ma say game ni na ono news no no pe into sorry say okona guy ba ko tro say no, this will be the last time Ancelotti said waba pre-match press conference as a Real Madrid coach. You get it? And the announcement you be a last one Say the emblem no say referee no man mpo no pon Toni Kroos Madrid for hu be sin ne. And then say referee ni pon a Ancelotti will no more be a Madrid coach. Luka Modric will no more be a Madrid player. David Ancelotti will no more be a Madrid assistant coach. And then a new era will begin. And I think it's going to be very emotional. And so where even a new man NCC ya kra there be a Madrid for ne ba prem ebe bo match official match day flyer no kofi omode Ancelotti and Luka Modric and atoso Real Madrid versus Sociedad telling you Sampa it's going to be all about them and so it's no more or less of the results but it's about appreciation. Because look at 28 titles, yes, sir. And easy for Real Madrid. Ancelotti most successful. What are they? Kofi, and then they may sure say a lot of emotions say become particularly after the game. Now, stories in Ankasa they were Premier League. What they say it's all about the Obeje Champions League, sorry, the Obe qualify for Champions League. Now look, Richmond come me throw football for. A picture now on my design. Now, in as much as a looking funny, it is the reality of today. Liverpool, Agi League that are qualified for Champions League will not be any assembly. Arsenal has qualified already. Now, this very picture now here, like a diner, Nipa Maku be 9 air for a position. And a Tottenham Hotspur in as much as finishing 17 waji Europa League and the Tottenham Hotspur no qualify for champion or baby no or win ne snack in the poor yin and on there or when the phones or table and said the air coso nanko for a presso into ne teams in air presso for the last slot and the Champions League qualification no how much is near China Kovi Tottenham for the you money now obiantie the first of all you need to understand the dynamics of the table for more me qualify for Champions League and son na what team you dey team e we so ye and to more pre ni Man City that third onyan qualify Man City on a Fulham neighbor or bo away Craven Cottage Man City nya draw wa qualify enyo officially but just or more man can be 30-0 which is not possible so a point will be enough for Man City to qualify. Away, 68 points, just 69 were qualified, plus 26 goals difference. Newcastle, Obebo Ofie, on Everton. Now, Newcastle will need to win this game to confirm his qualification. So, Orenia also qualify automatically. Chelsea, or the fifth, or 66 points. Now, Chelsea able against Nottingham Forest. Obianti away, Nottingham Forest able Ofie. This a Chelsea winning game, and some outright or the necessity so I qualify. The Chelsea will need to win this difficult game away to Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest in quote fatwa. Now, Aston Villa the 6 or 66 points to say Chelsea. Now, Aston Villa or winning game now. Nempire and say either Man City, Newcastle, Chelsea, Bakubelusu. And San Aston Villa qualify. And the Villa will need to win away against Manchester United 16-4. And then say Manchester United no Kofi. So I had say under 17. Obeshe Aston Villa. Next one Boama Chelsea are qualified for Champions League. So I'm Aston Villa and so they know who's the 17.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, make Nottingham Forest. Kofi 7 position in Nottingham Forest. Forest. Oh, here's what we need this very game. Abra Chelsea Lusu. What I say? I remember number 68 points. And hope say Aston Villa. Ebi obe draw ni game no. And now Nottingham Forest here win. And the entire meme say China one game I mehe Nottingham Forest against Chelsea and say it's going to be extremely interesting. Although I know Man Union they say Anthony Elanga no. Guess what no? Is that when you know Obobol. Even all the other players. And then Forest, the way Kofinunu Espirito Santo, Amo season no, Olaina no, are exceptional, spectacular, fantastic no. So I'm the last minute drama be some Champions League no crowd ebe mana on a different level.
Yes.
And now I'm looking at it from that point to say, say, and at that game because Chelsea for no Omo your hot and cold. Or white team there, white team there. And they need to win this game outright. So I'm dropping points. They are helping Villa to qualify as a Villa Arena. You understand? Yeah. Because likely results near say Newcastle near Everton. Everton fan here. Everton Newcastle bo fie. Obetuma Arena qualify for Champions League. Man City per drop obenya. And the Chelsea ni here automatic win. Draw yes. Nottingham Forest here automatic victory. And to obumi ni na draw nya momo. And the me pesa me say Chelsea for no. Yes, Jackson, Enzo, Caicedo, Lavia, Kopama. And I mean Kopama free. But still it's very influential.
Yes.
What I say? And the sad game no na make kwakwa because Forest for no almost say bo if you me strong. Omo defend the counter attack omo hit one be your defense nim say here abasho. And the we are going to watch that game honestly to see but as it stands now. I can say Man City will qualify. I can say Newcastle will qualify. Okay. But for Chelsea, Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, we have to wait to see.
Okay. Mate, eda say, eno aye Hussein Adams na wotene ka say wode ama no ne nsɛm ne kyerɛ SC. Osin eba na otimi edini dia ma. Live on Facebook, Akwaaba Radio Brekum. On Facebook, Akwaaba Radio Brekum. And on Facebook, Akwaaba FM. On Facebook, Akwaaba FM. On Facebook, and on Facebook, Akwaaba 98.1. On Facebook, ho nyina kwa. So no a live for home. Obetimi akonye bi. Na wahoduwa. Na waja adwenkyerɛ na to odi ba ebekenka ne nyina. Etimi ediama. Oko YouTube no so and so Akwaaba 98.1. On YouTube Akwaaba 98.1 ko sisi na ye godi nkomo na ye so far send nyama city. Was it good morning Kofi? Was I'm watching live inside Brekum at Augustine Home of Curtains. Opposite Salon FM. Was we miss Luka Modric and Ancelotti. Listening to all Madrid fans this morning. Hala Madrid. This is I will say I am Clementino. The messenger or the Abanti Clementino my channel pay. So the message in the area. What's it? Good morning. What's say you are the best sports presenters in this region. Keep up the good. I'll say keep it up. Yeah, that's it. What's it today? Real Madrid is going to win by 3-0. Same my increasing to Madrid, Chelsea, and Kotoko fans. Okay, yeah, that's it. We from Nicholas. You Nico, yeah, that's why. What's it? Good work, boss. Your friend Ako GH messenger or the abano and to submit me edo the aba or the far a Facebook one in no. Yabakin can eat me ediamo. What's it? Hello, good morning. What's I'm watching live from Techimai. Update on Chelsea. Keep up the good work. Osman Yaya, the messenger on also Eddie Abba and no na yankoe ada Facebook na say social media na nso messages na kan yenkonyi bi emfro na yewia yakọ the Manchester United the Travelers United ho na omatimi e de wonkyere mu e de aba na yenkoe wase Benghazi wase fantastic job. Okay, o message e dika akan dada ana yonkin so message na yakan dada and I say good morning boss. Wase I'm watching you live inside Kitekrato ki so message no yakan na yenko ase na yenkonyi we so emfro na yewia Manchester for Martina C. Na omunye obi na twitwaje o manka relegation nka omunam kwanza omokui. What say your friend too much? What say good morning guys? Okay, yeah that's him. What say what you live from Tadi? More fire. What say your friend Shamaba? Okay, Shamaba sabi bia boko e wo Tadi there. And too much I say what you live inside my room now. You. Yeah that's it. Why? And I say great job guys. Never give up. Okay, yeah, that's it. Nyandi easy. Yabamu buda why? Yeah, general and also Nedjuman. Yeah, in a pampy. Enya semi kitokra. The tactical man Ocean.
Tago.
Sabi biaboko.
Fino ala fini.
Until the end.
Until the end.
Okay.
Bibia boko pa na so want to say. Yes, yeah. Now also United called trophless. Na say Manchester City so called trophless.
Nya e say oh dey na
make. Nti team ba ko na called trophless. Nti o kan yi why?
Me kan dey osu so bi dey.
Kan yi. O kan
na bro sign dey me dey nya japade.
Utwa chia no.
You. Okay.
Do kan me kan tene no.
O da tene ne.
Di o kan no kan yi.
You.
Kofi Tago no.
Manchester United Ocean.
United the dead.
Monyo.
Okay.
Yo, ebeye say obi kachi was the Canada na ya church ebeye.
Oh, ɛyɛ normal.
Why ma?
Ɛyɛ cycle. See, football is cycle.
Oh, jai.
Football is cycle. Who dominate here? Do we be a beba from?
Now, guy,
who is that Madrid?
Your friend is a gamble. Oh, your guy on the Atamoe. Pious who me, oh, you are signing us for any Montimian share a Crystal Palace in a FA Cup Montimian, Yenam to you. Yampe Cup, we Yampese, a being will be our office.
Oh, pick up.
Omodomuko Europa. Now, Europa is a total hospice. What the 18th, say 17th. Now, Manasso.
Now, team order last or championship, be she Liverpool.
You know,
you know, G League. Yeah, no man.
What do you know better?
Korea Japan 2002, Senegal and France.
And
France are no defending champions.
Sir, now we defending champion.
You see where football a cycle. Real Madrid. Unin say after so dominating.
Come Manchester United.
Two bosses. Now Manchester United and Conor Bobo. Unin say Madrid. Madrid na Champions League ni omodi no. Unin say Omoji 68 no. I stand to be corrected. 68, you know. It take you a much other 2 years and so on.
How many years? Yeah, it's a money cup.
I know, man. Yeah, the cup. There be a cup. Mojini. There be a last season and trophy. The FA Cup, the oldest competition in the world.
Oh, you money go.
And the grand Manchester United.
You the interior.
Trophy a Guardiola kokun hon tokwa. Trophy a Crystal Palace Jeffrey Munsen Guardiola kon hon tokwa.
Oh, I'm going to.
Only goalkeeper Kundi Henderson.
And I will show the master one catch.
On carry and Chelsea or Chiano. Obi Chiao and Toka.
In China, not in China by force.
I saw Chiano first one, Guardiola saw TN one fee. No, now Aquanes and Chian.
And so,
oh, who be a Yanuina, I'm so tough at time for you. By woman in the Assamo. At the end, I see. I said, Tim Papa be a loose way.
You, one papa.
Yeah, Cocono. Kofi, a mudaho. Thank you very much. And cheer for Kofi and Ra. Liga now be tension. I was so Scudetto and Italian Serie A. No, Nina said they pushed the title race to the wire. And now last round of game, and they decided who wins the Scudetto trophy. And Tiendra, after Inter Milan any Como game, after Napoli any Cagliari game, you know what it means is that they Napoli say we are champions of the Scudetto season, in the sense almost 82 points against 81 points and Inter Milan, you know, and almost the winning league, you know, and just say 1 point gap and a Napoli at the Ajay trophy, every Inter Milan, and the defending champions. Now, Tago, it was a very fascinating situation, and you know, the city of Naples, Obia able say. Omo money in the sense omo defy all the ons ababe ni Scudetto trophy no nti omo dance nti ube kra na govi anase ni bi kra akọ de ama Pedro former Barcelona ni Chelsea player no omo kire se trophy na Napoli age no nipa banko on so omo danase kese fire branch fe no Pedro Rodriguez nti ese kra no omo ya placards ni ade a omo display Pedro in pictures, or Martin did so is Saint Pedro. Niniana said, now no game, Lazio, any Inter Milan about 2-2. No, he came from the bench and I bet to take Cano. That game and it decided, yeah, a team of an Inter Milan and to me and just could do trophy. No, now to go. The SCNRA, Diego Armando Maradona Stadium, no, there were a lot of meanings. Inti obi anya botra no pay me ba be chirim. Tago the paradigm and the power or the bragging right now shifted from the northern part of Italy to the southern part of Italy. The reason why before the game, Napoli for any J Broso, Napoli for prepare for these celebrations and say it is not just Napoli celebrating their trophy. Namon our political and cultural connotations and a cultural significance. Why ye Napoli for any ambre so almost celebrating trophy no more due money as if say and right now the last day almost spending was as if so. Help of it in Italy. So share the football map Italy. teams na mo bo mo ho modern teams na dia ni dia ni obu osronko mo mo no nyina no Kofi omo the northern part of Italy enti for Italian football map now, in Italy, you have 9 regions. Italy, you have 9 regions. Ghana is in 16. Italy, you have 9 regions. Italy was 9, Ghana was 16. Yeah, that must say. Okay, the one who I know, because what do you want to go for? And then I was no go.
I'm on 9. You were 16.
Oh, my way.
You better have a TV. I can do 20.
Now China region cry in Surai. China ministers in routine.
Yes,
today they will pay me on your wife.
No comments.
Go to there. I come as now. Jungle. On my way for comedy country, baby. 9 regions. Ghana with 60. Go be.
Yeah.
But I'm come as now. What do you watch ya?
Why Uncle
Candy Enka? Kofi. In Italy, you have 9 regions. Now you're Piedmont, you're Lombardy, Liguria, you're Emilia Romagna, Lazio, Campania, Tuscany, Sardinia, and Veneto. Now, so we share success according to teams by regions. Kofi. Teams no more dominate Italian football no. Largely, based out the northern sector now the northern part of Italy. Into so far Piedmont region, Lombardy region, Liguria region, and the Emilia Romagna region. Nyina over the northern sector on a coffee. Ne crack trophies, especially in the Serie A.
Okay.
And this what better. In the 127 years of Italian Serie A no. 52 trophies and our Piedmont. Now go Piedmont ubenya team it say Juventus, Torino, Provercelli, Caselli and Novesi. Omaje 52 Scudetto titles.
Wow.
No about Lombardy region no. E won the Inter Milan any AC Milan e was enough. Tizanko aba Ghana Tambale na ebi awa omu yina enough. Nso no obu boast of 39 Scudetto titles. No about Liguria, Hona Genoa, and a Sampdoria ewo. Almost boast of 10 Serie A titles and Emilia Romagna. Hona Bologna almost across 7 Scudetto titles. But then so the contest in every the northern part. Now the southern part. The argument is not the same. In the sense that teams no more enough for omuna nimonyam no omuna success ni nyina wo.
Okay.
Enti so our Champions League in the crampona. Juventus age 2 or north. AC Milan ni Inter Milan, AC age 7, Inter Milan age 3. Almost over north. Omuna the only teams so mo Italy o magic Champions League you know.
Okay.
Enti eba no sa ani die ni obuo na esese ka the southerners enya no omu nya bi. Enti uko Italia omu fo obuo ba kupo emfa ma south for no. Omu fo so to south one na sebio oye middle class man, oye working class, oye wiemfo mo browa. Asikafo na defo big companies industrialization nyina koso e the northern sector of Italy. Enti anytime bia Kofi trophy be call the southern part and animonyam e be call the southern part no. They see say enei omo so asebi omo any their bragging rights no over the northerners. Enti eno celebrations omo celebrate no. Eno one of the meanings omo yes ade no. Now call the central peninsula section, the center of Italy. I want to Lazio any Roma omo so just 5 Scudetto air trophies.
Okay.
Now, Kofi, in 1984, Anamoko signed Diego Armando Maradona from Barcelona. Now, Maradona urban Naples, no. Not that time, no. Not Naples, Nieman Koye or Naples, Kronos. Enti, Amoko signed Maradona. I'm not for question the reason why Amoko signed Maradona because that time, not lack of social amenities like schools, bad roads, poor infrastructure, and I never cry from Naples. Oh, no, even no money mayor crampo. But they feel say as far as Omotimia signing Maradona no, omu use as compensation na omu found the akasa omu be adwuma yo, omu nya adwuma yo, omu nya good roles efaso, omu nya good roles efaso Maradona aba ne de omu fa ho.
Okay.
And Kofi Maradona ba ye no. Ni unveiling nipa 75,000 ne cost São Paulo then tani and friend the Diego Armando Maradona Stadium. And I call her Diego Armando Maradona during the presentation. Enti ampa ni ampa Maradona bedru yepe in 1986-87 and a Napoli for G first Scudetto title. Enti Maradona and a bed deliver Napoli first Scudetto title.
Okay.
And that was the first time a Kofi team midfield the southern part of Italy, Edgy League. That was the very first time I saw the NBA AC. And now, some celebrate a Kofi. That is the reason why we had a celebrity Sano. Now, the man Antonio Conte, the Lecce-born Antonio Conte. Now, Kofi, what should I say? Or a Syria winner in terms of domestic league. In the Champions League, he is one of the worst coaches in the Champions League. But so the argument in the domestic point of view, say more lega. He is one coach you can easily bet your money on. He is one coach you can easily rely on because of the track record. Now, Kofi, he once again worked the magic. Napoli ababeji the Scudetto title. Now for Papa and Antonio Conte, now here the coaching trajectory. Starting from Lecce, baby Obia won Juventus, time of Juventus, Echo Serie B, mobile you start to say, yes, she be for. They fall say, or no, a former player for Juventus. Time I know see can he won 5 Scudetto trophies for Juventus, and then as a coach, what another 5 Scudetto trophies in all competitions, and with teams our coach now. About team FN Juventus no. Na niema nkoye na fe no man started rebuilding. The first season in 2011-2012 another Juventus edge Scudetto trophy no. In fact, the following season or defended trophy, SN defending trophy the following another season. And the Scudetto trophy it was 3 consecutive seasons. And no the mind adwuma no. E man no say o me coach the Squadra Azzurri Italy national team no. Okoye obi ani heroes wangu ni wani mase anytime go eno ene ma Chelsea for agina so edi adwuma no ma no say nei o me coach Chelsea for team no obaye that season in 2016 Chelsea are top 4 now one of the best worst performing teams in the English Premier League na Chelsea na Chelsea ka ho but obaye the first season or the Chelsea ebeji league time obe introduce 3-back system English football mu among 4 pieces who say South formation radio be a mebobi English football mu and successful that. But Antonio Conte came to defy all the odds. And on the 3-back no Abeji league with Chelsea. Kofi another time a year football will be Inter Milan. After Jose Mourinho, all the Inter Milan edge treble no. Now Inter Milan end the same. Look at the number of coaches in Inter Milan omo. But it took Antonio Conte time na Inter Milan team no sika share nim. And obese share team. The first season went to the league, but the following season 2020-2021 Antonio Conte made sure say obed defy another us no ag league no. Enti oje Scudetto trophy editing and also with Inter Milan. This time around at team my friend Napoli. The first season Antonio Conte has defy all the odds once again. A control magic. At the Napoli, Ababeji Scudetto trophy no. At the time, Obabe team no. Na niema nkoye after the departure of Luciano Spalletti, Amukofa Rudy Garcia amfa. Amukofa Papa Efren Cazorla amfa. And omode Papa Efren Antonio Conte ebaye. Na Antonio Conte ebaye no. About the time also the key players in the shape of Victor Osimhen. And Champion Kivicha Kvaratskhelia so also he's not happy. And you also akwa join Paris Saint-Germain boboko no. So we first say obi betima ji Scudetto no kra na. Na ebeye Antonio Conte enye this particular season because Papa no Abba at the time he's in a very difficult situation. But regardless of the ACA nyina no, Antonio Conte didn't nyina to na chi am masterminding the tactics once again na Napoli. they are being crowned the champions of the Scudetto season 2024-2025. Now, his name has entered into the record books. And who be here say you be chile for atiase. Ni nyina say Kofi, waba be the first ever coach. What the 3 different teams are winning Scudetto title no in the history of Italian football. Okay. Or the Juventus, Inter Milan, and Napoli. Again, was the first ever coach in the history of football. Of all the 3 different teams at the league in the first season. With Chelsea, with team my friend Juventus, and with team my friend Napoli and Ra. And that is Papa friend Antonio Conte. I'm going to say we are the 3rd most successful coach in the history of Italian football. In the history of Italian football, Obi Awadi Scudetto titles no do. Papa, Giovanni Trapattoni. Giovanni Trapattoni, in the Mas Allegri, ono waje AS6, and a Trapattoni and 7. Antonio Conte, Ababeji AF5. It go fi Yaman Abaso wa ye Juma. Now, bo Conte Abaso no. 2 players else Abaso boni bi call them more escort McTominay. You go fi we ase we na e wono. Mpanifo bu baby say nkrodo so ya entena fa akunje ni ngwase. This is the player do baby United for rejecting. This is the player do baby United for won some fast war. So he falls say, this is the right time for me to take another step. And he said, Napoli Abba. Na coach now in question, what chance oh hear me? Coach now what can't him say me ba bet me the best out of me. Ese memra. Then who be you answer me tie na answer makwa join the team for Napoli. And you see Scott McTominay call he's been a big revelation. He is one of the major reasons why he celebrating Napoli so much league, due to Papa Alfredo Antonio Conte. How was the ball no? Any Papa Alfredo Antonio Conte kwanya what transform Scott McTominay nay obia ebonidi. As season end no Kofi Yayin is the most valuable player of the season. Or say 13 goals in all competitions, 12 in the league. Now 12 goals no share no. Mo 8 a first goal. Time me more day and Napoli to me share goal no. Papa Efra na branch Efra Scott McTominay ebe yiditi. No aba be ye adwuma na kama. Enti ye mo na aba so. Enti enra wo ni goal na Kofi edu ba bia e say Inter Milan kura lead 2-0 still na Napoli enya share goal na ade mu ya den. But ono ene the difference maker and the goal no and I win a trophy no for team my friend Napoli. Now on Lukaku, you see, since many free ball, player coach relationship bakwa loyalty Rome Pie, Antonio Conte and Lukaku. So this is the player Kofi Oba Premier League numuna. And ya man koye among phobic can say me the chirano. Say Lukaku cran and your footballer. But of course Syria nimu. Under the right manager, coach on in a year, you paying. Nim how to get the best out of Honorable Lukaku. No, Yahoo ball Abrante ebo. And then when you go no, baby your foul one field the solo go baby your packet ball na or Chelsea Syria no ho any home. Hoye baby see a kanya he feels to say fear and kasa. Conte can say you can choose a wrong wife. But when you are a coach, you can't choose a wrong goalkeeper and a wrong defensive midfielder and a wrong striker. In a sense, your positions be on her. Yeah, the understanding be unable. Your position be on her. You need to have certain elements to be answered and one fit into the style, the philosophy of certain coaches with that position. And Antonio Conte actually say coaching player like Romelu Lukaku no obetin the Lukaku aye bibia SS or the and it was all joy and no Naples and I said Napoli. Chelsea or multi defend all the odds are finally or my winning a Scudetto trophy. No. Away from that, but we can the Real Madrid Everton Santiago Bernabeu no money Real Sociedad abo. Now I don't want to talk about the game. The me person medium come on. 39-year-old Luka Modric, the Croatian captain. Now, Kofi, Luka Modric, in life exemplary. Also, nipa biya hwe no no osua no. He is a definition of patience. He is a definition of service, dedication, and excellence. in a sense that this is a player. Kofi, what me rise above any challenge bia. This is the player Ofri cry from Zadal or Croatia. Me catch us say Ofri a here for fie. On free sika for fie. Enti ne papa ne maame ekoye adwuma kra na no de na jane nana. Na ne papa no mechanic e de ma Croatian military. Na ne nana no nso no nso aye oyi ogwanhwefo odi nwan ekwa adidi e wo sere so. Enti ne nana na ekwa adwuma no de Luka Modric edinachi. At the end of 4 years during Yugoslavia war, eni ebebo Luka Modric ni nana tuo. Enti Luka Modric no ye do amukotena refugee camp. Enti oyobi akofi wa bre. Now regardless of challenges or firm from nkwale blame nyina no, wa masa ade na amu na bam. Even in football, or starting no mo feel say, ne body stature no entumi mo na me successful footballer. Enti babi obeko bia na amu na bam. Upon all these challenges, Luka Modric ultimately defeated all these challenges and one rise be the most decorated player ever in the history of Real Madrid club. And a huge institution like Real Madrid. Now, Luka Modric came as a servant and he's living as a king now. A tresa no payet na say na ya mo Luka Modric abaso e wo de 1 year hu a na chese entwa yi. Now, Kofi, let me tell you a story. Tama Luka Modric ba Real Madrid in 2012 no. Oba at a time na Jose Mourinho ne oho. Oba na Modric aina Madrid midfield preference na Samye Kedira. Xabi Alonso and Mesut Ozil. Enti oba no obre no ntimi wura Mourinho midfield num. Enti in the first season Markafo describe Luka Modric say or flop of the season. Enti edu baby no now he was not happy all Real Madrid bobo ko no. But Mourinho katre ne say only exercise patience because the time will definitely come. Here we are talking about Luka Modric, Kofi. The most decorated player in the history of Real Madrid Football Club. One of Madrid team better awarded trophies, dodo. So I can't imagine the emotional atmosphere I need you be created Santiago Bernabeu for the legendary Luka Modric because Kofi he came, he saw, he conquered into Yemona Baso. Luka Modric will always be remembered in the history of Real Madrid Bobo Kono. Say Champions League abaku se mukro na ade dodo. Waji 6 UCL trophies. In terms of numbers, Kofi, one adding numbers at the amayen longevity 13 seasons. Now right more for the kind of toss on the number of games are about 590 matches and only 14 FN Real Madrid. Winning 6 UCL trophies, 4 La Liga titles, 5 Spanish Super Cup trophies, even including Ballon d'Or as a personal accolade. Say oye adwumaso pa. Enti Modric dey Kofi, why are there? He is an example to follow. He led an exemplary life of Real Madrid. Ebobo kunum ti enya nwa so okono. All players are oni omosia kan any currently players omo ho nyina no. As obia ebo na baso, obia danase in one way or the other. The wababeye ediama Real Madrid ebobo kuno. Now Kofi finally Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes situation no you. I read my mind Bruno Fernandes. Now I say I laugh for no ama Manchester United ni Bruno Fernandes for no ultimatum of 72-hour deadline to respond to their offer. Now so we offer now Kofi Brony Beka say a tempting offer. You can say offer be a tempting offer. A offer so wo sha din so bebu offer na ni chie. Intimidates ofi dada mu. Time Paris Saint-Germain for expressing interest on befa name no. Me can say PG ebeye din immediately so better news no. What do you bet what so be twetwe so say na name no who free Barcelona who kwa kwede o PG. But Kofi ye bi offer num any name na name abenya. Even where the amount of money involved in that transfer now, me describe as offer and say a tempting offer. The same thing any ato Manchester United edi Bruno Fernandes. Now I laugh for say on Manchester United for £100 million. In total, the contract for 3 years, and he will earn £200 million. The weekly wages in Kwano are £700,000 per week, including bonuses. And the yearly, no, he will earn around £65 million per year. And it's a Mekase offer a tempting offer for both the player and Manchester United. Neno, a confirming command meeting and pay as far as Bruno ni United are concerned. Now, Tago, Sisiano, Omundina ye. In a sense, for Manchester United, Bobo Konina, the only player consistently on Manchester United for no results. The only player consistently, I told the idea, or 7 Manchester United for even in times of need, in times of difficulty, I have Bruno Fernandes. And it's a whole tons of player we are. Did you bet now? So turn now, we replace him early as possible, especially at the time pressure over Bokonum. At the time a new manager and ban near man the people feel so where the young man of time kakra. Now nurses young scrutinizing a model more. And the old town will key player, not just your key player, name more captain our this team no. Again, Manchester United under Sergeant Ratcliffe. Obian is a papa na de sika no ope. Enti oba Manchester United Kofi go and check players the number of personnel away your money. Even Alex Ferguson was a legendary figure in the history of the club. The ambassadorial role no papa na twade enum. Yearly near Alex Ferguson £2 million. Oba also a cost cutting program. Enti a kire say oye CEO a
ye promo magic capacity.
O pesika.
Opedie.
What you say? Enti player what 29 years. I had £100 million abane hono.
Eso oji.
Udi agora papa no be consider offer enti after Europa League lost to Tottenham bro. Because the player be a sellable of Manchester United. Telling you say when the right offer comes regardless of your status, regardless of how important are you to Manchester United team no. Maybe they will consider selling you. And the truth is that Kofi, but be a Manchester United need the player Bruno Fernandes in question. Ejina, or this transfer muno. Omundina ye and Bibia bet me den asi.
Bibia bet me asi. Example on my turn na. Ose Ferguson or no ball no movie na se for say o two be for something now. Now omo here sika is a boy so makofe be aba. Oso ni chinchina 2 million na se be a pounds a year be amode man no. O man ntina. Watchom. Ye. Ati
for chop money na aba.
Aba. Okay.
Kofi.
Ye.
And a sporty code ni nie.
Oh, okay.
Mudi bi ache na de mudi wate. Obi entwa bi. 84 L0 QP. Yes. Okay. 50 horse mu da ho.
50 horse.
Mu da ho pa go.
And 84
Q0. Hey, 84 L0 QP.
Okay, yeah, that's it. You
ever see me to minister see Kionet? Hey, David Kedi, nyami o. Nye Kionet. Infinity billionaire men kan.
We nye Kedi.
Misro.
And see, I know I have sporting code. I say and the channel says last market. You go yes season. Yes, I solid na. Never go so 50 us we were trying to handle cities camp benye baby and the 8 from L0 QP and the channel says how by Facebook or ana face so WhatsApp platform so ye dey atoso onso betimi akọ na onso etimi akọfa na yankwa na yamfa fisem no entwa so emfa ma na ye wia dia kabia ya bomodin etimi na wrewre ma etimi dem your live on Facebook Akwaaba radio brekum on Facebook no Akwaaba radio brekum Brasisie na yeni komo emfa o messages bi obeja na obia no ne nyina no yebekenkan etime dem ya won to domina na ese wo so a wo mo ehwesuo no enti wo so a na otimi ahye ne kama na oja comments o ne nyina no yebekenkan etime ediama na enoche etime akoyenim na yenhwe na yentwa so what say good morning Kofi and the prime team here that say Joshua Otu the message out there about say good morning to you and Akwaaba Sports so I say live here that say we Eugene and as a Joe Eugene the messenger or the abandon what say I'm watching you live from Sebi but why was it greeting to Paco Milito Olito and our Barcelona fans at Kumokrum Visca Bassa was say friend Encia Richard messenger what they about say time for your good work Akwaaba Brekum was say greeting to my family and my wife Esther at Brekum Biadan from Joe Eugene Messenger or the Abanano. Was say hi, I am Asamoah Galazi. Watch your life as a priest. I want Hussein to analyze it for me. Can Chelsea qualify for Champions League at the same time win the Conference League? There be Anna.
Say Omorene Conference League now. Omo option to choose say don't be Europa League and be Champions League. Omo
sir. Okay. You Martin.
Until some pay Europa now. Sorry, in the conference no automatically be go Europa. What I say? O qualify for Champions League. To be choose between no. Okay. Me no more dey can choose Europa. You because team in here okay.
Yo, yeah, that's it. What's it? Hello. What's it? I am Ernest. Watching you live from Patasia. I was greeting to Akwanta and Rich. Ernest, watch you and Rich. Into as well Akwanta no. No, I say good morning. My name is Tiger from Akukrum. What's it? We the Madrid fans. We miss the Carlo Anaface Lukaku. Hala Madrid. Yeah, that's it.
Modric.
Hey, also my friend Modric. Yes, Modric. Yeah. Why?
Hey, na yan tretro kakra. Driver nim ka atwa che so.
Carlo Ancelotti ko say say crocodile tears. Oh, ade si boss kitu abi am pepper ya bo.
Na de oba de wo krake.
Okay, adi yan traso na yan 5v7 emre. Na yan Efisa ya beja se e de free sports minister Honorable Kofi Adams. Na otresa is a kaodwa na omu edi national team coaches ni nyina no. Ghana ban ana face ministry no ma committee boom. Ama saka ni nyina no omo yi e de fro. What Ghana man penyin e trese omo empese omo ma be adwuma e de ma oman no. Ye be de omo ka na no chi e ba kope coaches o menye adwuma fam oman no. Na coaches ni bi kan so. Wone be coach adenika ana foforo na ba ya manisika na so o sesa asem no. Omo empese omo tibi is omo committee bam be 4 years ni e ka wo omo disi ka kono ana face other national team coaches ni nya no omo timi ahwe etimi ayi ni nyina etimi e de fra Kofi Adams ono sports minister ne nkoma wo de atudwa abra meno ka se saka ni nyina no omo timi eya ese omo eni national teams ni coaches no obi eka ona be Kofi Adams.
It's challenging for the ministry not just the sports ministry, but many of the ministries, because truly speaking, things are not the way they seem out there. Quite a lot of debts have been left on us. But just last week, we have to pay some of our coaches some almost 4 years old debts, like the CK Akonos and the rest, who were all old. President Mahama said, no, we can't continue running our sports and football, and you owe people who put in their best to hold the team. So let's show a certain sign and make sure that we settle those debts, so that when you are even bringing new persons, they will be assured that the nation will treat them right. So we've been able to settle that, so we are looking into the way forward.
Yo, we and sama a free sports minister Honorable Kofi Adams akati eba ena anope yadibi ema Akwaaba radio 98.1 na yemfri ho na ego piemo our GFA president Keto Kraku was a second vice president Edema CAF na enua na one ye niaba Monica Abukari edin komo na no ana mbuzane se ezaso ma kwan ama footballers no o manya kwanya se Black Stars no o moya dwuma ho ono zampa sa kwanya na yesi amodiama footballers no eno eye ne depa atumi aboa ama yesi kopiem o Black Stars na ese dwuma na ekoso no eye kroye ana finti asaso ne yesi eye dwuma ho enti ade ba kwa yesi o matimi etu a obetimi akasa na mo emo dimpa sai papa ede ma man no.
We've opened up a lot of opportunities to our ex-players. Those who want to be coaches have been offered a chance to be coaches. Those who want to be administrators have been offered a chance to go into that space. Obviously, there are a few who also want to work from the media, and they are working from the media space. During the last window, apart from the fact that former captain Asamoah Gyan joined the fray and offered the team his support, the vice chairman of the team is also an ex-player and ex-captain of Ghana in the person of Stephen Appiah. This is the height of governance when it comes to the management of the Black Stars. That portfolio being offered to an ex-captain of Ghana, for me, is historic. So Stephen is there representing the players, encouraging the players as the vice chairman of the management committee, as Samoajan offering his time and his knowledge and boosting the morale of the players, and many others who sometimes do operate behind the scenes. Tony Bafo, Augustine Ahimfo, Ajima Bedu, just to mention a few. By and large, I think that the support for the team has been massive. Everybody in this country wants the Black Stars to be successful. That includes Abedi Ayew Pele, former captain of the team. So he visiting the Minister of Sport is just a way of showing to all of us that he's still committed towards the national cause. He served the country to the best of his ability, and if it is that he can still contribute, he will, and he's still contributing. So I am very happy about the fact that everybody is interested in the qualification agenda of our Black Stars. We want to be at the next Mondial. In Qatar, we made it. We defied all odds, and we made it to Qatar. And we want to make it the second time on the trot. And I think that Ghana, like we've always done, will stick together and support the team as we get ready for the all-important September date.
You, and so when we say Ghana World Cup, you better say to me, Akobium, Abra Akopium, or Qatar. Nano, Anna Mbuzane say, Osha technical team now is Siana, so here press and also Siana. Ghana, you ready to World Cup, beats my qualifying. And I know Anna Keto Krakwe say, Washa technical team also say, Tuado, Adanum, and I face other members now. Or must see any P. I so my ready simple. Met me on Ama on mine 2026 World Cup a to Mexico, Canada, Sasana, US of Eno, Ghana, it beats my qualify, now it's my Kobubi.
I think that the confidence of the team is on the rise. I think that the Thinkal team, led by Otto, have learned big lessons. I think that the Thinkal team, led by Otto and supported by Wilfred Schaefer and Desmond Ofe and the rest of the guys, are ready to do the extra to ensure that we make it to the Mondial. And all they need at this minute is the support of Ghana and Ghanaians. And I think that Ghana spoke very loudly during the last window, and Ghana will speak even much better and stronger during the September window.
You and not what says already my son I so my and Pramprama I so many timiaso Minoka say Black Queens of Ghana and I feel so Black Queens coaches Bana mo eban omunyina eda pram ana feso na no congress omukwe no congressmen no ana fe women no omatimi ajatum ama minoka say congress etimi akoso ha bibia so sampa ese pram no aye okay aye say pitches awdo mo ye ho no etimi aboa ama talent no ye ba be page mpa.
I'm very happy about what we have done. I know that there's a lot more that we will do. If today our Black Queens are staying in Pram without complaints, if today our ESCO, the highest decision-making body besides the Congress, are staying in Pram, if today our coach of the Black Queens, Kim, our former coach, Nora, and co all stay in Pram, that should tell all of us that yes, the systematic investments we're making is gradually paying off. And all of us, from my good self to the ESCO to our congressmen and women who give us the power and the permission to apply dedicated resources to such projects, should be very happy.
You we and then Zama GFA President Kato Kraku Odia Tuja and Nochi and Ombuzane says South Sibia you okay or I say Black Queens or more eco campion Sasso and a national team coaches Limbi Echo Aqua trainer Hodo and a face we moved dawa. Yami and say Black Stars Bana mo ababa Piemo Ghana be qualified said anymore. O metimi akọ campaign e wo pram sere bia hobo no yetimi aye no aye ma ye matches no yetimi akobo na no e na Keto Kraku say.
So maybe it will happen sooner than we think. Like I said, we have 2 artificial pitches. We are currently constructing 2 natural grass pitches. You never know what is going to happen next. Yeah. We're going to start the 40-bed accommodation facility. You never know what is going to happen next. And let's leave the conversation here.
You what's in common how you face your 20 December December Black Stars no. Black Stars no ba ko piem o pram na ho ba no makotwa so. Na no mbusan se na no ana former sports minister. Honorable Nilan Tevana Padeba Tuja say e ho ben hia say Black Stars players no ye be bie local account de ma omo na omo sa bobo no so sika bie be trebia ni kwan se $3 ye say $3 cedis no nasefo na no ana Keto Kraku kire say betimi aka say Black Star press no omo nyina local account ana fe sika bia omo tua de ma press no wo se $10 ye cedis na esi omo tua e de ema omo use ehwemanim enti cat wo say ye nti we
Winning the World Cup. So for me,
when you're winning the World Cup the same team. Now, Kat, what's it say? What is a young guy?
Being a former sports minister, normally I wouldn't want to react, to be honest with you, especially in public. But every Black Stars player has a Ghanaian account. Every Black Stars player is paid in cedis. That's the answer.
You, we and then some Kat. What they are to you don't seminar, the amount and I not pay. Nanochi and I business start and free is say, you know, more we are better just say. Super sport for you know me edin common community me do chi omo eba minim is a TV rights ben and I say when me say next is a bit similar on me back no my best Ghana league you know.
We've ended our relationship with Star Times. They are no more the TV partner of the FA for the Premier League. They owe the FA $950,000 and we've started the process of going after and for our money. I think that the FA in due season will be announcing new arrangements for our Premier League. I think that our Premier League is interesting enough to attract TV partners, and soon we will see or we'll roll out. We'll be announcing a new partner. Whether you like it or not, the football content, the Premier League content is a top one, and we are open to listen to offers.
You we and some keto kraku other to jan some dosu ACM fancy na yan trust ni enko enima na Maxwell Asabri wono former Hasselhoff NCC chairman say board no can be na no say your players or boy in local league no editor be nyoma bi omu ye ya na odwen won tiase sempo ye back offer play wo be ba no wo bo league be 3 matches bi no se be 5 goals bi contract bi for Algeria Morocco Tunisia and of Tanzania ba na omo the pressure basic clubs no const search ntina ma omo kwana na sefo omo kwana sa nye ya omo sa babium na omo carry na yise omo kwase ewa Africa countries ase no omo sa ba relaunch bium wose ngono otumi a ono gese Ghana football na hweso a kasa akwanya nka wo ye player na se otu kan free league no na se nya Europe na abeko na se Africa na se benam na se okwana sa nsiuye na se oye wadwen se league no besa bebo bium a kasa akwanya ne de alabraka ko onya de isi odima wose nkwontia se da wokwa asai ye niye uba ya oso wokwa modima nso ninti yensa mo sa chance ni biom na sa bebo na sa nya form kakra wasako na de bia na league ni na sanati what said that this akwanya de NC
if I have my way any me Ghana football association Ghanaian player bia ube free yadiemu akọ any African country uko saw her don't come back to our league na league na nya na wo free mu ko no be just uko na ko sandia no what the league na be relaunch o relaunch we na ye yama na wasako I will never allow any such player unless you break into the European market to say a free ban ye anye ya come back and dem tiase enti mu ko na mu ko sawia mu free league ni mu league ni eye basa wie na mu kwa na mu ko na mu compete favorable there na mu ko nya strong opponents a mu timi no mu empe position na makosa mu wi a na masa ba say I'm relaunching my career hwa kwampoku die eye o nkraza warrior waba obo 8-9 matches a kwampoku DPA na me ko Algeria fanfa bia yedi jano kwan airport ne atwa pictures na ne mami jano nchen na ka say yes so Algeria anye yo wasaba oba na beto nkwala no oba second round ya o panyini a obeto nkwala no abebo na igos obeto nkwala no so oja panyifo no a ono me oja omo e na omo ngina so bojodo na akọ e na obeto nkwala 17-18 fo no e na obo goals no gum cheche kwampoku aba
yo we enen sama maso Asabri wono e de tuja ya don sem ya di amount and anope sana so Black Stars ya hobo ase ba ko piemu wo UK na Yakobo Unity Cup na Mr. Randy Abe wono ana me no ka se Black Stars manager committee chairman na nyama ho de so mudi guna kwa se be a Black Stars za ken se da ni mi month e wo mu ye no da ben ne se camp no almost start to UK na games na to dwa no o de wonsem etimi edema.
I think that team will assemble in London on the 25th and they would have 3 training sessions before our first game on the 28th against Nigeria. There are quite a number of players who are injured. I'm sure that you follow the news, so you know they are injured. There are a few who are also engaged in qualifying games for Europe, and so their clubs will not release them. Mind you that this period is outside the FIFA free period. And so for those whose leagues will still be in session and they are still in contention, they might not be available, plus the injured players. But I think that the coach is going to present quite a good crop of players who would go out there. This is part of our preparations towards the September and October World Cup qualifying games. And so we would wait to see the players that will finally be available, and we'll see how we would fare in the 2 games that will be played on the 28th and the 31st, and see how that impacts on our preparation towards the World Cup qualifiers. I think that the coach has, what I saw, he has a list of players. So you have foreign-based players, you have some locally based players, some are in the first squad, there are some that are on standby just in case somebody gets injured or somebody is unable to make it. So I think that we would have quite a good team. The only thing is that there are some of the players that we know and are used to who will not be there. But of course, it's also an opportunity for others to demonstrate that they have what it takes to be in the team.
Yo, we and Sama around Yabe, what are to and what you okay, league, Yaboya. Quando out of line Super League naji, I don't see any budget for the first time simple. Quando out of line say Magic League. Na Opesa Africano Okubobi. And Tekobaso Magic League na a yadia a seen any bit magic. Tekobaso man yeswa and yadia behind face last season. Last game and send our more Mujina Bre away season.
I would want to win the league for the first time and also play in Africa. But for all the teams that are in the race, we have the most difficult because prior to the last game, for the 4 games that we had, 3 were away games and only 1 game at home. We went away and we drew, which meant that we dropped 2 points. And so I'm pushing the boys. I mean, I'm proud of what they have achieved so far. And if we win, it will be a major boost. But even if we do not, I think that they've done very well. For a team that almost got relegated last season, to be contenders for the season, I think is quite a heavy or huge improvement. And so I can only say that I'm happy with what they've done, and we can only encourage them to do much better in the coming season. So whichever way it ends, if we win the league, I'll be the happiest man on earth. But I'm even impressed with what they've done so far, and I'm happy with the team, and I think that we can only do better in subsequent seasons.
You, we and Sema, Randy Abbey, what Atuja, you don't sound a pay. Yadibi Emma Kwame Poku on the Unity Cup or my friend I so Kububi and what I say any de sample or manya Sakwanya we na Omoko boss against you what I say Unity Cup no with a swim J and so many nako painting or money come boom said be a swim general mo epeno ye baby no na almost said to me I can't add a free UK PMO our Ghana see.
So many got the Yanko has to say this Akonya wins or Sunday mommy because at the end Bibia no same fan as same man. Looking at this collab, it's something I've been waiting for because initially about second round, I was doing quite well, so I'm expecting it. I buy an Ukrainian manager into idea a man in Japan. No, I believe say other players who are also it's a many opportunity. Be more than me. I don't think say I'm not the best. Believe say be more until maybe I'm more broken already. Home and I'm so we do. Oh yeah, my Unity Cup my Tibebre or semi-bre on my Tisse, I'm saying Cabo Eba among the footballers, the nations and other things. And we believe say Unity Cup Yakobo send a purpose and Tiakobo and the baby and it's me achieve. Oh, I say the one I say Unity Cup and Saka and Dinanga sample, I justify no that. Yeah, for now, boot for boot. I think it's a friendly match in Yakobona. Just said in Kabumbaba. If given the opportunity, I think say. I'll play at my best. In Tinibiano, alhamdulillah, Yamina Midanas.
You, we and then some Kwame Poku, Edia Tuja, Yadon Zam Yadi Emma. Na Ghana Premier League in a week no matter the tuno, and a start say, House of Folk at Nephew Eshemi and Son, Emma, Accra Lions said to me at a cannon back. Now, a movie game, no, Abubakar Watara, head coach, Edemaphobia, we and then come out, what the Etuja, Abra, and Ra, what Tenefi, no, we could become a Quacomian, Emma, Accra Lions said to me. At a cannon back. Watara, what's it saying?
We think this Accra Lion team, he have the bright future. He's playing the future football with the young players. That is the development. He are developing this team to do something. But I think the league is very tight. We are continuing to work with your side. Next match is another tough match. Today we scored 3 goals. Long time we didn't score 3 goals. But today we do an effort. I'm happy for Hamza. We score a goal.
Can House of Folk play in the top 4?
This is our ambition. If we get it, we will need to go there. If you go, we thank God. If we don't go, we continue to work for finish the league and prepare and other things.
You, we and then some Abubakar Watara, what they are to Jana, Hussein Mohammed Ono, and Nanya man of the match, and na ye game on Onosun Coma is what they are to Jenny.
The percent better for win media, because we deserve to play the top 4 in any way. So we say, in any play meeting, Last 2 matches I can refer the 6 points. The strikers, it's like I say, 70% strikers because coach will work on us. Because when they say definitely they say number 9 I will say we should be offensive midfielder, winger, with machine. It's 70% you could training also. Yeah, particularly.
Yo, we any ensema Efri Hussein Mohammed and one man of the match in comma or the free or abandon. Na Shana Sampo Go Stars Yambo Dawachina, or Money Kotoko and the Pemso our dance park 3 p.m. and as I can see the coach from Palmas, head coach Eddie and Ma Babiani Go Stars. I want to say how they go face for my club Kotoko.
Well, preparation, enough for the preparation. Last weekend, move match because of Nankani in Swatra. So we did a lot of work then. And then this week, so far, I think we've done a lot of work. Against Kotoko, any team against Kotoko is a tough match because of the followers now, Omo. And this time round, almost so they are in contention. Almost so league, But then, if you want to be a champion there, it means it doesn't matter the opposition. You need to also fight and then win the game. That is what we should do. We should try and then win the game. Injury, I think will be more where I still want to recover well, which hope to be by the end of the week. Me back. So it's not all that I did, but I think whatever we have, I think it's okay.
You we and then some coach friend Paul Manson or the Tuja. Brekum Chelsea Ekobo Editia Dreams FC Tuba Astro Tefenoso Nano and Aston coach Edema Brekum Chelsea Yimanon Kroma Yebusan Zaho what is saying I is a medical face Dreams FC Yamia Madawachana coach.
He accepted defeat. Say you lose. We have 3 games ahead and when I was concentrated na yetumi hye em se baby e da no in fact me kra me wo fie tamana Chelsea ball league amete no na baby se omo nda ntimi bae na aso be mu da baby se no e ha me pa tama nipa kra ntumi nda so e focus nya wo say 3 matches no yetumi ye netumi be the good position ya correct one unse yenya chances memse yenya chances crossing teams ni nyina but yenya yentumi nhye internally say no eno an ye de warm up ni ye bibia na we went throughout this weekend so no ye try say be my boys na score more goals na yetumi dia game chances ni yenya but ne no na ya sometimes do am calmness no aya na ho panic so mo bebo na to net and say no ana aya high until this weekend ya working on that until me feel say bibia betumi akoye wa bra ye ko dream see one thing about this team is on per se yempese be lusu atwasu 2 another 3 because we share any Kotoko FA Cup ye lusu ye sabe lusu has so yeso ye kopa say ye trademark ne say untumi lusu match and twaso ntino this game no yeso no ye ko pass ye say yeso ye kofa points and so defba brekum
you we and then some stand coach Edema Brekum Chelsea Emmanuel Kroma order tuja enochi Emmanuel Sapon edikakra etuja ahobo is almost wire America face Dreams FC.
A very disappointed results against Atufok because you could game no na your target and as you determine say you could 3 maximum points but over here you game no say a lot of chances. Mekan say it's unfortunate and to me I'm for 3 points but going to Accra against Dreams we are hoping for the best. Omulusu said they work against Kotoko and yes you lose against Atufok but Mekan say be one of the best and amazing games game because of Accra Tuba. Omulusu to Kotoko no they will come all out and yes you lose to Atufok. Yes, we are call out. Nema against us no. Yeah, the Nema go going to Dreams game no on Sunday no. Ebe win. Yeah, the 3 points beba. Against Hartford, it create a lot of chances. Yantimi Amber, Yantimi Anshe. But from this week, you know, you are working on goal scoring opportunities. Sebeya, you call against Dreams na any opportunity na bit me utilize and as bit me Anshe. Until week we are working more on goal scoring opportunities. You
we and it's Sama Sapon at the Tujana games in the say and it's Betem United. Any Basaka Holy Stars in Ebo, Diana Stars, Ebo, the Legon Cities, Dreams FC, any Brekum Chelsea in Ebo, Vision FC, any Carrera, and Ebo, Baby, any Gold Stars, any Kotoko, Yana Apostles, any Pando Heart of Lions, Stars, and Nations FC, among the Samates, in the EPMs, no A games, Etuja, week number 32, and Uncomo, and Yedi Emma, and Rahas and Yareno, it's Roberto Zunum 52 points. Well, your name is and Omo Mudine Chinano, Omo Vinekapanyandia, Ombis Banquasano, Ewo, fee for 91 EC, or that until the free war and a song commono, Yadi Emma, and Anopi. Now, a friends, a Cup Champions League trophy no Fatusana, Emusa say, that Benny say class beat me.
Baby.
One was our trophy now pound man. Cup champions.
Yeah.
Now here that Benny is baby.
Munti binyi.
Yet to be. I are who?
A narrow in our lifetime. Yeah, Tiasi. Ghana Premier League team.
I had a. They say, was it? Yeah,
yeah, who be?
Why?
Yeah, who be? Ovi.
Yeah.
Yeah, who be?
Dientia.
Unim dientia. Yeah, what them hanom. Minim the inferior nyamedi amobia. But minim say by the next 60 years there. Yacha not the last man there, which is me. Maybe na someone you say me. What's that? Egra. And me shame vivi. Bobby.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm saying say ye who be. The old team means who be ne say. The next 50 years, no Ghanaian Premier League club can win the CAF Champions.
The next 50
years.
5-0.
Yes.
Wow.
And ye who be. I'm telling you this. The next 50 years, no Ghana Premier League club will be able to win the Ghana Premier League.
CAF Champions League.
The CAF Champions League. That is the bottom line. Do you know why? Because there is where the real truth comes in.
Okay.
Meaning what I say. Baby, teams win. You have no idea. And the Sundowns and the Pyramids, body and the captain so on.
No more.
One PM. More beboaje. Look at Sundowns team, no. I mean, in recent times, Charlie, the next that is the bottom. We don't need explanation. Okay. Let's fix our problem first.
You, Matty.
Meaning what I say. I say Hazi family. I go for Hazi family for your boy. Say him for Kofi. Da ben na dwale kro me dwale. No ma share the no ma ye say na bedru level so mo beba be technology.
I'm computer.
Me say,
yeah, come on, laptop.
The next 50 years, no Ghanaian club will be able to win the CAF Champions League. And in our lifetime, we will never see any Ghana Premier League club lifting this trophy. I don't hate anybody. I'm only telling you the gospel truth that you hate to hear. Because there you appreciate. The way I walk far back, you have no idea. Baby, I want where chino. Only idea. And then sometimes when I look at Ghana football, I pity us. I pity us. Me the first no 2018. Na kotoko for website o kwa is funny omo ayi opinion pool bi da wonya bria kotoko website nso open news has cry you believe say nipa wa ko na host mama. Do you believe in the next 10 years kotoko can win the CAF Champions League? Debia mi no has dey be kwa mi no omo follow sa dey we I follow kotoko ne omo nim dey make 2018 da about debia mi no he Kofi yenye adwuma minister say omo tua blasters any other coaches ni nyina ka na ye dom ka previous government
yes
tie no so na do antua
president ntia
na coach
kilantia bolo so si ontia president si ontia
eh bala la no si owo coach ground di owo ka bijabe ana said Mahama ba yaka
na say
question of that
o mine na deka
me ti ase o ba question la do sia
there be
la But I don't use that killer Joe. Yeah, boy. Oh, see that one.
Former president.
Is the dollar I'm at 10 and Yama? Is it? I can't cry. No, 1103 now.
Okay, 1103.
Auntie, you're behind. That's just by the way. It's good to see you Moka. Coach is near the Mokana Muliki information man said for. You pia Muliki my why?
Yes.
Yeah, the Masepana, you man and Koso Kama. No. Catherine Simon Kraku. Look, you're on send me or her, me say. Yeah, teacher, Ruben to my catch but in future no. Time will always be the best judge. I remember in 2014. Time and Tokako see blasters come.
Yeah.
And Ibrahim Sani Dara Yebisana. Bibi see, I ain't saying for being a keka so mo person mo say black star.
Say na ma Obama ka bo wanya.
Me da se ho. But you wie no. BBC na BBC.
BBC.
Until now. Former sports minister, me sure say time and no him say scan ye tua mo na dollars.
Yeah.
Na dan for ne the current sports minister.
Yeah.
Now, also oni na di nkomo bebre wo kokoam. But the footwo ne kakra no betimi aka kire ne say even omusika ye tua kwese ye tua ne in cities.
Yeah.
Edema omo. Na say nti ko mu tua ne dollars a. Enka former current minister don kan je ne say omu tua ne cities an kon kan.
Ko beka.
Enti odi say GFA president say ye tua ne in cities. Omu nyina obi a wo city account a. Me ye sure say ye enjoy tournament ko. Ye enjoy national team matches bo. E wodo a mani mechire mu mekase e bia sika efe ne de ma omu mom na ye cities. But the aban ni tua de onim ho asem because waka ni nyina bom no waka na why. Video no tape no da ho ye bebo. Now pram. Kofi ye nyina ye bigger agenda ne say. Omu be wie pram no. The friend Ghana Man Soccer of Excellence. Na accommodation ayehu infrastructure omo aye. Ebetimi ya house ye national teams no. Because not just say ebinimu ye keke da yesua because ko St George's a ehwa na Jubilee nom da.
Yeah.
Mewa okọ Clemfontaine a. Ehwa na Mbappe nom da. Aside say eye economically prudent no. Na ema ye nkotua useless money ni ade no. Kofi ye place let me kwade da hotel sa. Ghana ha ya o maba o mu akurom no. Na manfo so ne o mu slave queens ne de da hwa. Meboa. And the omunyo opportunity cry here nyoma bi I mean on a normal day they are not allowed to. She shankrofobia on a normal day they are not allowed to. To the level say Drew baby cry hotel no omo ni baby o mkoye train o man cry ye park enye. Ye last time I yebe Cote d'Ivoire. Baby na ye boy si nam ba si mfutro and baby na mo train no. Nya akono. Nti aside say ye sika skra no ye be protect ye sika kakra no. Kofi I think efe economically prudent. Nti yempa ye nyina no asa o ma ye hopes bi say yes na aka won anim na hwa ye behu saade no me say ba na ebe consistent aye ba say ye gimmicks bi so o mo beda ho ba ko na firi o ko ye boade ya o mo ye hu two ye hu facility no pictures ba abonten to them o mo say e enough to house our players safety security any rooms na o mo da no you get it and if it's enough, we should encourage that. Because at least even your bus cry a Z number. The guy be no money.
Yes.
Black Stars bus a Z. What do I say? Yeah. Fine. They be on your place, no. Omo ya inti na yen kabi mo, but Z number there we chidi. With all due respect, could you know Z number? Z 2008.
Yes.
You can say omo di be on the first cars no over age car. Where they say over age, 2080, they are getting to over age. Abba, that number there what's up? What I say? In the end, I ain't can be more. Say, oh, music can do so near. But I mean, say that number no more them are. I'm to them facility on my modern to accommodate them.
Yes.
Provided say benye security and na pram on say I'm kasa wo na HC no. Am pass kwan no my ye wo won chesi obi because it ka pram no. Ko fika hot say heaven and kenya nwanwa. Nka pram to set trasa kwa nka nse say you obi anwanwa because ye free take pram project kwasi nya ntachi ye de sika akọ basic to kreku 6 years ye de sika akọ ne nioma no nyasem ketwa ti ye de ye mpa ye nyina ne say adwuma na ye wo ho na nya kwa bet power koye park some say one astroturf one natural na se ye nya ba bi nye training one astroturf one natural grass ahina se ye training afi yenko Ghana Premier League so. And no, first of all, Shaka Lions 3-1.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, me more has abaso. So, man, Tio, more say, oh, Accra Lions for no one cry, hey, ya. In the Kahas for the more first match and a match of convenience. Na Accra Lions. Na Accra Lions for the other day. Enkem. Na, I'm be has one cry. Said the Bay Sasquatch Emma has in two coin. In the first of all, say has a phone, I win the game, which is what we did for sportsmanship.
Yeah.
In the me more mabaso aside the victory on that tangent because you may be saying no yeah na ewia ye koba ye say ye ball what was here now how to folk are running meaning say they were stronger because Akala on position no more that enye position on beje omo ho say has in show mo
Yes.
and the better team won now say baby Accra Lions da no 16th position.
Yes.
Well, allegations on the last remaining spot on them. Well, Legon City is already that.
Yeah.
Now, on the young apostles, 2 points already. On the young apostles, 2 points.
Yes.
So 2 points, Young apostles were 3 matches remaining. Accra Lions, 2 matches. Interestingly, Accra Lions 2 matches, Kofi. It is against Dreams FC.
Yes.
And then BBN Go Stars. Let's say Accra Lions will be able to win against Dreams FC or Mubo Fee. But Go Stars. On also feel any fate. Oh, Premier League, you know, possible so beje.
Yeah.
On transfer Accra Lions and Channel. Now it means that young apostles, Holy Stars, Karela. Omunyina come 3 matches each. Obi our chance of survival. Now young apostle Bebo Lions. Maybe a Lions even though at third or possibility to beat Magic League. But young apostles no Lions game no is a game that young apostles person survive here. You should be able to win this game. When if you Obi on Karela Obi a game. The last game against the Bechem United. All other things being equal for a last match survivor. I don't trust Bechem. Omo koto my house share aka league nim. Enti Bechem metuma koto. I'm a young apostles. Afa ho akọ. Ana akofi o man koto. Omo koto e se me hwe bi. Now baby I say league na dru no. Kofi Nations FC a very good possibility.
Yes, our league.
Omo you see and at one point na bedem. One Go Stars one kotoko match. I don't know why.
Yeah, when you kotoko no match ochina.
China. Enti baby ebeto bia no. It is in favor of Nations.
Yes.
One sekotoko lusu sa match na. The here's the Nations bearing the way in for league nim. So among Go Stars, among Go Stars board drawer. And also Go Stars any kotoko nyina no. Nations winning your betwe more than 4 points.
Yeah.
What I say now, and the Nations for the year, this is the realest opportunity for them to win the league. I think Go Stars match no.
One Kotoko.
I don't see Kotoko winning this game. Honestly, yeah, I don't see Kotoko winning this game. And you see, omo history be. Okay, Akumate.
Frank Akumate.
Okay, foul will be no penalty no Okoje wo. And the I feel that, and you said yeah, Go Stars for no approaching these games, particularly Mufie. Honestly, I think Kotoko be free league in him, race in him. China. I honestly believe Go Stars will win this game.
Oh, okay.
I'm only praying and hoping say yeah game with controversies. Because in terms of atmosphere, in terms of supporters, spectators, any Go Stars, let's be very honest, we are strong.
Yes,
we are very strong. And to almost say well there. I think they will win this game. Now Nations to win the league. Fear against Samates.
Yes.
Winnable game.
Match about Hana here Basaka.
Holy Stars. Away. And so person will G League. In fact, you need to win games like this. Because Holy Stars, or but because the Accra Lions has defeat now when you Ama Karela, Holy Stars, Young Apostles, Omunina clear opportunity. So even omu dropping 1 point and omu dropping game back still automatically omu meto relegation zone.
Oh, okay.
What I say? Already omu train Holy Stars already. Or train we I think 2 points.
2 points there.
Or train Accra Lions 2 points.
Yes.
Accra Lions about 1 game say no. And this all lose 1 game crash stay 2 points gap. Else what they protected in the last 2 matches.
Now Holy Stars send next match on so
yes.
Okay.
The match the nyone nebo Nations obo home ne nti so we ne a the next game no and away the next what good
one Bechem
what I say nti so obo Bechem you one home game sambo
yes obo yeah no
Nations will home nti yes and na be ha na there but Kofi you can drop a point in that game and still manage to stay in the league. Provided say ene particularly oni be china o match na da be china oni be chim no obetimi anya at least a point from that game intermediate Nations were real opportunity because all G League there at this moment all these 3 matches at least ultimate pick 7 points cry it will be enough for you to win the league.
Mate, yeah, say Ocean.
Yes, Tago.
Ma yetiwe.
CAF Champions League. Yes, trophy no your own really. It is a final no because so Sundowns
against Pyramid.
The investment pyramid
yes, yes, investment amoye go fi unse the other time I make can say me say only do semi final but per their standard no they feel say omanya ade nti a omsake omukut masekola they gave him a compensation around $200,000 but okotua say na ma ogum 5,000 and okra koya manso nti even now see this is how I see the whole situation. Maybe there hope. Hussein can say the next 50 years.
Yeah.
Ghanaian club will be able to win the CAF Champions League. We go different opinion to that in the sense that Obianim your football no they be akwa kodum pempens we gina sia Obianim say niam ankoye. But the truth is that we are not far from becoming good. If only
we are not
far from becoming good.
Okay, you.
If only we try as much as possible to put in the right measures. We try as much as possible to do the right things. So soon, Ghanaian club will the Champions League in be. Because in the midst of tribulations, in the midst of Niema Jesus enko yie no look at Dreams FC anya Dreams FC do say semi final yeah enti govi eno kire say there is hope say to Niema ye kakra bia there is still hope for Ghanaian clubs no that's the difference and it will come at a cost whereby you ready say you be invest it you better the right place you be improve on a lot of things. You be make sure say clubs no better quality players. Your clubs no better maintain players. Enko be say obi say 7 goals ade eche no Otimota. Obi say 10 goals ade eche no Togo. And Ethiopian clubs buy few omo go.
Omo brema no kwa omo ko.
No kwa no omo ko no omo bakra na. Yes,
omo che national security.
National security. Omo ba to say driver ko jina fufuo hu akoto fufuo. No de ne ka ki ne kire nam no so. Yiwe.
No de kan so nyane dio.
Kan so nyane dia. Se ka ura ho. Asikafo na nya hwehwe to say asikafo you know. Asikafo nkwala no. Go bi. If only ye adwen say ye be the right things we are not far from becoming good.
Okay.
We can easily win the CAF Champions League and the CAF Confederations Cup on okay. Yes, because and the teams are mobile final. For example, my member Sundowns. Look at Sundowns. Melody Sundowns, team right when Patrick Mochepi.
Yeah, CAF president.
CAF president Sundowns to play at over $2 million. And he has over I already so bet matters our player to be. Kotokwa ready so bet to be. Yeah, league you know, prize money cross $2 million.
And I be sika omo de bobo season ni nyina.
I no credit nru.
Yeah, can put.
Yeah, credit nru. Yeah no, nru. And if only yeah omo di kan no niam na oye omo ye nde omo be gina sa level na ye di omo standard aye kan say be ye di early ye di standard ye di Esperance ye di top teams you know ye di omo ye example ye di Pyramid mo ye example no. Say your teams in here imagine some make follow say teams in full steps why not
you beat me on
okay say South Africa team Sundowns players yo mo go very few be na nim omambo mo ho kotoko season best start to over 20 hearts of also toss but of Sundowns omo goalkeeper Rowan Williams but that team for about 10 years
yes I don't make AFCON
nyina Pat Kaliso Modao. Motobi Mvala. Abrante Evan Grant Kakena. Omunyina Marcelo Alande. Peter Shalulile and Namibia captain. Omunyina bo team no for so long. to go home okuena akoya oba afcon be who ball boy. What I say, so if you're able to maintain a place after buying quality, no, not just buying quality. Manchester United for Salah Ferguson replace or matter, but say but so to quality, no. Now the BB can't born ne born home. Now maintain this our place for some time. They can easily challenge.
Okay.
This is if we are here do a examples and saying or mokoya di. Coffee place or modeko the oma can be do 10.
No, na baby, I'm not 10.
I'm not do 10.
Baby, be nothing.
Into Zoom bebre.
As a new set come na is masanya.
Good. Into Zoom is a coffee say this is maintaining our place for 2-3 seasons. They could have easily reached final.
Oh, okay.
Say, see, as one Michael said, this FC players no more require side so we maintain this place for 2-3 seasons. Go bet me do final on next attempt. But here we are. Omo who omo nyina the consistency be any ho. Me dey ma for last 2 years. Omo ko players o maka ene. Omo yesen. Omo nyina akọ. Nti Kofi difficult. Ni nyina cash. That is all. Cash the right measures. You make sure say we have proper coaches, top class coaches. The coaches are Alifa Marseille Kola coaches coach Basel Zurich Munyina. Look at the pedigree. Sundowns edging the first Champions League 2016 no. I Piso Mosumani. Any level. You get a point where Sundowns are go do final. Oh who say we learn him Okwana. Omo who's our Moana on call Esperance and Omo confirm Mikel Cardoso, Portuguese coach. Look at Omo level coaches are Omo the FA. And this is here. If only you want to spend, if only you want to appoint the right coach, any ube talk the right place, no maintain, won't make sure so be maintain you more for consistency sake every day. Okay. If you are not, and not the final day, the deadline day for Dennis Chairman Natural.
Yeah.
So be responded to letter no. Whether or the retraction and apology no beba as demanded from Edesiman Pabin Chairman. And answer on Fanya Day Emma. The deadline etum 3 days and a day. Etum. The awareness line of action I bedding ebe take place. Me the American say breaking for our interest for case nim. Enti ye pese ehu de asi any de ebesi. Okay. Ndi ye pese ehu de ebesi any de ebeden ebesi. Because Kofi the asi no what it mean is that natural na get to say our evidence. Natural na ready for legal battle. Say asem no a okokan ye ewo kato astrotef no. Our dance here o nyinaso because Edesiman Pabin Chireme ne camp through law firm at the Krataba Bonti demanding for retraction and apology, giving him 3 days ultimatum. O man na miensa let any that's on Akwaaba Facebook and let any that's on man 3 days. So on for me Sunday no. One family unim di obeye. 3 days na pa home. So what the meaning is that say 3 days na pa home. Na Kofi mi no me no atie any brekum for mu tie an opay. Omonte say the ni Chairman AK natural. Otu anamon say or the apology be ekọ. Dia. Then what the mean is that he is ready for the legal battle.
Yeah.
You get the point? Enti say Edesiman Pabin Chairman so the ultimatum man natural. Say after 3 days no the number court wa me pa chew and chance and answer the number court. Yem pese danto bia be fase.
Okay.
Yem pese ohini bia be kwa pa chew. Well, it is about the destiny of Brekum. It is about the good people of Brekum. It is about the interest of Brekum. Enti assembly de Kofi, ye person no kre daddy. And yes, Kofi, no kre daddy are one. Edesiman Pabin Chairman reputation, the integrity is at stake. 2. Say no kre daddy so a. When you bet imagine daddy.
Oh, Kruma.
When you bet good, both MPP and NDC no. When you bet imagine daddy. Because you first say party na no what so no. He was not doing the right thing. He was not helping the cause of Brekum. Omwa man puntu akoso. Ana on beka say yemfa konwa no ma wura betimi aye. Wo video bebre credits man papa ntrame. Me kire mo kona fa so ADMP. Me kire mo kona fa so ADMP. Na ko ba say wo be kire kona be fa so ADMP. Na wo demand 10% a. Na tell kire papa ni e.
Dabi.
Ndi ade asa we ye man nkodada. Ye ten. Anya sa ye de 10% be to obi mrane. E o krom ha. Tie de ye pese ye court no oduru agovie nyina be ko ho. Ye be ko akoti nkomo ni binti. Ye de ho ye ready. Now no house of folk we ne ye. Now Kofi say what share the previous meetings between Hearts of Folk and Accra Lions are. It was a match when any match we have for us.
Samum.
And I bring it me and touch on that game. Only so my last 7 games before this game has a share of 6. The Accra Lions only your team has.
Okay.
Now the positives and say and for the first time in the second half of the season, House of Folk best game near Nra. We the Ombebon will brekum ni free wa. Yabaka say ya away game. Inti Ghana we know how dynamics in the league say enye easy so be win away game. We so much ni free no na me hu say House of Folk am a convincing performance.
Oh okay.
How no mu game ni flow, omo build up tactically. Coach Matara ye adwuma e game no so. And it's a quote to tell Abeka say, House of Folk fans in dinner time. House of Folk fans no more they say you only mammy mu dinner time. No so what be dinner time also retaliate you. Also what be dinner mammy time you like education one go school that. What you say you problem kakra wo ho. Na so on person be dinner now you do want Kofi you why ma go ayan fa bomb ango ni fie. I am na serious.
But say nye papa nye kwampa so.
I know but it is what it is. Sanity. Sa bebe tie no ni ntia Kagere supporters na nko Napoli so no. Amosi omu ni Napoli for we ntitrasem. Uko Italia baby mafia groups wo pa sa kuro no ka ho. Do amosi o man hwe na bi ade ne koyire na omo koyire Napoli. Na Napoli ntwa nje cup na wi o mbe hwe omo. Supporters kitu abi na koy. Ntia trasa football go po sa na tie. Andres Escobar ankoshe ongo US 94. Okwa Colombia ya mbonu tu ankuno. Ure ye disabisa adu mami atama na okasa.
Now you born.
Men can say ye, but sa football no sa ne man keka ho bi. Untumi nyi mfrim. Obi ko share on go US 94. Ye bo no to ku no sem grofo bi beklemu sa wa ma betadi omo. Andres Escobar US 94 World Cup. Kani magwa ye de bomb nyina kotrete ni woni fie.
Nye bomb papa.
Cameroon Pierre Webo. Okwose opponent bi ente 2002-2006. Ye shi ni fie o Cameroon. Ya Yakubu Ayigweni. Okay, 2010. Omuni Skolia. Or say cross range opportunity bi. Uni ma de no. And you dey say bi o no ya Ukraine. And go fi dey make man stop insult. Men ka say insult na eye. Mesra wa uti bia yi. Men ka say atembie no eye adepa. Na mom say court atara person insult no tu otwa. Na House of Folk fans na do no. Now so for fans then Mujidi say he is still the right man for the job a resource and nothing else.
Mate.
In the house of folk no mo ya there. Because I guy no mo fan free nations you know. E no bobo
guy ben.
I free one kwabena Asamabu atin free.
I want to go to no mo pe onye ball na mo.
Yes, e no bobo eno I kwasi asma go no. Ona e adwuma ni nyina.
Kwasi asma go ne kwabrabo atin.
Sorry kwabrabo atin.
Kwabrabo
atin yes, kwabrabo atin.
Olympics na semba.
Yes, adwuma ona e adwuma ni nyina bo. Oye adwuma ba bi o fa ball ni nipa.
Oh,
na good. If you are down my seconds bi. Oh, catch asem no kan about X-Players no. Is it on my way mu na no. Aya say shadow. Yenim say uko BTS a the best way I'll bet in there drop high so be fa ha say
so person ko dun tem
person ko dun tem a fa
akwan so ti
fa don akwan ti see word ba bibi ni no mind so be kwa kwa jam dede what say yese ya bokwan hwie bi da mama G ana don fete mama G e chire ho no akofa ho san kototo nsuo makoto fa wuram na hane atete aye ne ho a kosi nsapo aye fama wi ana odanani no abeduro no we waste ni energy no we waste ni resources and time Kofi, how many times in your team if you have young country say? And sana your national team be you. Young found the S-players ni be your come S-players and get it closer to the team. Because at the end, Germany here in Abuano. At the Argentina here, in Argentina technical team, Pablo Ama, what Samuel Mude, oh. And you say, we are Di Maria. So yeah, Alvarez. So yeah, Abrantia, friend, will go the pawn. Now to a new legends who is or Mudna Dagauta. What the respect to be a mom? Nansaya Kofi, Nyaman Koyi, Ayako Feli, our AFCON. Yet me unqualified Kobo AFCON for the first time in 20 years. I will force oh, you bet Master send near my beam, asking about so back to the glory days. No, yet there are some more giant. Yet there's Stephen Apiamo, Ajimambadum get closer to the team now. At least, even though when your games are Macada, you're the measures 18 a year, but you have a bit of improvement. Your whole confidence, Kaka.
Okay.
You got me a Tom Coffee. Go for a shepherd now, you can't miss a book.
Child for any Madagascar.
I'm saying, miss a child. Now to miss any don't miss a child. Say the just say Ghana. Into what is the guarantee they bet much a child? But we force a year near different, you know, and never master. You. Well, how can you convince me to accept your decision, say? What the Aminu Shadow Abe team manager, no just even appear.
Mate, yeah, that's
a trouble to
a trouble to 0242020208 0242 020208 that's on 0207 5730 5730 First caller, good morning.
Morning, Jago.
Yes, sir. Why you?
And I found on like you for you and chatting to one together. Jago, mine now, on the cat, Bobo, Ghana, Bobo, South Africa, Nigeria, Nigeria, Obama, Bacha,
your friend Masola Sabri.
About the economy of the Ghana, section of research, almost here, 5,000. That's a point of an answer, of course, you didn't say, yeah. But even the woman, Papa, no, it's just a clear person of Ghana, and yet, they're putting about players from
you. Yes, yeah, that's it. Honorable Jordan, gonna be able to call, dear.
This are no, Naman's
Yango Patum Boko, and Pachit Honorable.
You are avoiding a member man of pay. My boy, my responsibility.
Yeah, that's it.
It's what I can't Lions last year, and I have to you and almost your own.
Just check here, better check, fan.
On the Saturday, I win the one who bubble the baby.
Yeah.
Almost say, come my it's not a percent to be a convention on my last year, almost someone I see
okay.
My bus now, how much goes no man to none of me who
you know, because Bontin, Kwasi asthma, and I feel so Hamza Isa.
Yeah, then I'm Hamza Isa for shape every day.
You.
Quite cheap and to a young go. Eh, you're 11% go. Eh?
Yeah, that's it, Pawanabo. Yeah, that's it. Good morning.
Computer going. I'm just also about the wine. I'm taking the mama or a manco. Computer go. I just think the crack. And so to see Oko. Yes, Sereno. Yes, Sereno. It was a idea. But soon for this is in the idea and the Seremanco. Oh, the ever copper delay in Mara. No, they are more like Jim and Sana. I'm going to call for the dear. But soon for the meaning Jopra, Medasi.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Good morning.
Good morning. Unimoniam Foko Fitago.
Crucial, it's you.
Man, come back. Well, it's a offer. I saw very much of Fiaboa.
Yeah.
Me now, I offer Fiaboa, so you're Papa, and I'm Uncle Quahene. Yes, it's a righteous thing in our children about Futiman Kwana. Tagole.
Yeah.
At my so I said it. Kisebi, setting up Ghana Premier League in Bosnia, 500 Ghana cities. This on your contract to emphasis Sudan and I said, and I said, but $10,000. I got a man and call home. But football, I will grow in that say, football, the year, Oba, Bian, Sabra, Abra football, you didn't 2 Ghana players, my about California, Biaboda. Players, Mamma, that when you have to grow him, the players, Mamma, has to be a woman. Doesn't want to put it to a woman. We don't call Biaba. Now, honorable sports minister, Mama Monabaso, because of the year Juma Tago. For 4 years, me and Fiat Canada, the Canada be order in Africa. Other ministry ka. The minister si onyan teye. Them bi osora mrane no ye no. We wa bituma betwa dia mo na ba so ya de wa ya.
You.
Akwasa na me kan ye no. Be kumfo hia manso. De be kumfo hia ni so tap na ye ready. Na be kumfo me nya so mfa so pa to wa dia de. E ba ko ba tima so na so tap no ya nya. Ya gumani masi nguru ani masi o.
You.
The bottom line is nya so tap no.
Yeah,
Na be
that's
kumfo yusu.
Yeah, that's it. I am for good morning. Yes, sir. Boko Kwame.
Yo da ku fi kwacho wona bu jido ko se mai Abubakar Watara honko. So ko because now the last week Monday over we are not here. Coaching go let head out of the 500 class to them to go my ko. Akala and so say no the point na one final thing.
You.
What estamos so bab bono ha be.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, in fact, falling for BYC. Yeah, that's it. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Ofre Fabro check Roberto.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, one on Tianka. Abreje for okay, yeah, probably an area we beat me at Tianka. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, I when you.
Ejagun Amankwa.
Ejamba change you.
Ayi kozoko. Ore goal staff. Kozoko kwanya wo fe. Omkun.
Okay. You. Eda sipa hello.
Hello, Taro.
Zongo yenti from Anyirosu.
Kozoko de make leak no boy. Ore de be me ngiri bia de ho.
Okay. Zongo yeda se o se kotoko ba league no. Enche na yede si na DJ Breeze abetwa so. Wade na power na begina chira si ayi senche obeje agum 0242020800 yemfa kakrebi enso so he for one yesu nya djuma no nya bet na otwa na chiro no. Good morning.
Good morning, Kobi.
Sinabasco yentie we.
Kobi. Oye.
Boko.
Yo, de nyame asi mitia tiefu nyina, mitia kushia. Obi wa hu. The house is shadia. That would indeed no mo. Kobi.
Indeed this is na clients on no one asem azanga indeed baba.
Ai Kobi, you say ka be share ye nura. Ka say you be see asere ho.
Zanu nke be buza coach na asem.
Kobi.
Ye.
De ninia kuma kushia kai no. Ye pa ente. Tete amanso watch ya na kusise na bibi no da ho. Nti u de da onye na se oye na se 10% bi wom oji ya you be hu akire ena nya dene ya da asema ya ka nyina bia da nyini ya si dada
menya so se astrote from omonya ombeto aso but wo se penukura wum tin ansem na
u de obeye wa nti u de hu yenja amanso chen no me da ase
ubi akasema to so mra enya na mra na nya na djuma nti astrote from the omeye so man sika na die. Good morning.
Good morning.
Mwani.
Mumuni ni edi ankwanta.
Mumuni yentie from the ankwanta.
Yo, me ba ma basune mojuma pa mudi.
Muni baba ko ofro na by friend DJ Breeze. O ka say du ankwanta say eh eso free you say say ni krum ni afre. O de yentie.
Okay. Yo. Pero mi tiempo pa di kakira o sense me se ne badi no makulo wa ama me full name no na me se me piano number no manya no full name dia ya kwa ni best.
Full name ye Hussein Adams. Kofi Canadian. Kofi Hussein Adams.
Hussein Adams.
Hussein Adams.
Okay. Yo nandia hana mo di code no mo bo code no biem na ya ntima ya.
Ya o to bed na twa bet. Nse so ba na se twa bet.
David.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. I am Bobby. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Tago.
Yes, sir. When you?
Champion Pao, division.
Okay, you party into Pao.
And I'm very well, but you know, me tonka she anima fili.
Yeah, that's it.
Man, Kenya.
Yeah,
that's it. My farm.
Yeah, that's it. I'm interested.
I have a Kotokobe League, you know. Maybe I'm more kind of.
Kotokobe League, no.
Yeah,
that's it. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yo, enti yetimi emfa ofrefo bia biem. Ye da frefo na si birthday se won yenyim fro na yenko enima. Na yemye se say na isi ano se etie. Na we from where player I see obo at the second division our Gene FC. Ye friend Otin Michael. Otin ene ayo birthday. Etie fa Akwaaba radio so from Rich I see Akwaaba radio na face sports screen nyina. Say yemfa video so na yemwe so. Happy birthday. Otin Michael. O free Gene obo second division team. I friend Gene FC. We Jaffa and afe Eagle no makabum and no my Gene FC. Nti ho ani se wo happy birthday enko empa bra ne akwaye wa we nyankopon nom no nka hom na the siwe ni so ayi se bora na wafa so wo no bon na bodo kire se de bia abusua na face Ghana fo nyina ye benya so emfa so nti Michael Otin Dewey ne fa do birthday no. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday dear. Happy birthday to you. Nti Otin Michael happy birthday enko emfa ma. Na weisu efri honorable Kwabra Mensa wo sunyan Kwabin we assembly member ewo ho ene eye honorable Kwabra Mensa assembly member ewo Kwabin ene ene wife birthday ye friend no Miss Mensa Ayamba Elizabeth donana friend no Ohima Lizzy wo sunyan Central Markets entine Ohima Lizzy o sunyan Central Market from Ukunu Honorable Kwabra Mensa Sunyane Nkwabin assembly member say em 5 days so na yema wa wodapa na osra honden ne kwantente na dia ma say de daba akoma se bia wonya ne kama emfa ma wo se enakwa wa wode nyankopon ma han ne beto so say de ode onsabe so mbia no so enye kama emfa ema enti Ohima Lizzy a ese ukunu ene Honorable Kwabra Mensa Sunyane Nkwabin assembly member say Awuda Pakese enko emfama. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday dear. Happy birthday to you. And so Ohima Lizzy from Ukrum Honorable Kwabra Mensa na FKD wa Akwaaba radio si na omoye so happy birthday. Ye de si ye ko nyame aduma. Ochina diaka Ghana Premier League games ahora betodwa week number 32 ana face na atwa wie ye channel se major leagues no ye wie ni nyina na yetimi akwanim enti pastor Felix Kumi pastor good morning and pay woni abodi for mama jemo don fete ye ncha mo na pay pastor so for akwayima o yima ko venture that good morning and pay ana fi master kuju repair TV ton cam tape e cross station woni fajo sound any dia no hwem ye ncha na na pay so boyima o anyansa abdosana so pe o boy say bibia bokode good morning ana fi darling boy GH Akwaaba Kefit vice chairman no ma yencha na pe wona nkara nyina mo sunya kwan so wona metwa tinta glasses yencha na fi yencha onua Francis so oho so ni so wona fi na bo ate see you ma Gosway aluminium ana fi grasswork checha mu nyina ana pe ana fi se Evans woni ato ana afi so promotion Kubaji mo say kwa station good morning enko mfama mu nyina se de bia no mo mfa Akwaaba radio emfe eni agra oze
ye kai atiefo se nyame admo chena Akwaaba Sunday special na started dada anti kofi nhyehyɛ ya aba no nsia ne fa wa obeba after no nsia ne fa no punishment da ho etwen wo Casemiro miamini
wow ni Casio
oh kofi
ise beton ye de
ko me ko Madrid
wo ko ede
Madrid de offer ba na no
oh dabi
oh
enye Madrid no Spain
na Madrid me
ba ko be Djibouti
Djibouti do Madrid
ba ko so bi akwanta ebe dia kwanta de ne ba ho
Blaze wo si bia kwanta Madrid na epe me da wase eye
Ndi yancha nana do jamfi CEO de my unique baba shop good morning ana pe enkwana fe Kofi ayese boutique Kofi sa bibia boko na ya cha sengetre no a eno ye ne bra na yie no ewo mama 2 encho 3 sa bibia boko de ye cha mo na pe ko o just phone ko good morning ana fe so kwa me so repair phones ewo main station wo ye cha mo nyame adom electricals ye cha mo na fe so Gambo o Fosila oni Dennis aso na Elizabeth fi Fosila fo nyina good morning enkwama mu ena anopi papa ni bon mama ni bon jo first na fe so mo nyina ye cha mo nyina na pe se moti Akwaaba radio 98.1 entia nkomo bibia wo station bia Master Prince bibia bokode ye ncha na anopi pa Master Prince no no oye guy say When it connects. Efo Ike. Mama G Sasso and Abarikisu. Malaria. Mwa mweni mwenye ye chacha mwenye ana pise mutie. Wote bonanka wote Hussein kan the tactical man Ocean Teneka. Kwame we be ebo echidom home Shannon Sir Richmond Hayford. Omada romantic show no onye bihwe. Awe Facebook na social media Kenya. Medin Ede Kofi Tago dum yenu ba Akwaaba you asum kase bono eba wakom. Up next DJ Breeze.
MaxBuy has great news for all. MaxBuy, there's some dead abo. You can now buy your favorite mobile phones, air conditioners, TVs, fridges, chest freezers, and washing machines and pay later. Annex is the idea. We bet me about our MaxBuy. Na etrian with you. You no Ghana card and a 30% down payment. Yet the shopping